Go, go, go. Back in it bit. Back in it bit. Back in it bit. You know I'm with it. What are you talking about? No one know what that even means. Oh, gang. What? Boom, boom, pow. Testing, testing. 323, 323. Oh yeah, I forgot my shit not connected. Testing, testing. 323, 323. Alright. Back in a bit. Yo, yo, my brother. What's the word, my brethren in arms? Dang. Y'all ordered that duck pack. No, I don't even know where the fuck you even get some fucking duck pack. Okay. But motherfuckers say that shit be hidden. Rumor has it. Fuck are you talking about? Rumor has it. But yeah, y'all get that fucking duck pack. Y'all talking? Y'all had that duck pack. That dirty duck pack. Hell no. Y'all ass finna say hell no. Y'all ain't never had that duck pack. But you asking me about that duck pack. You ain't ordered that duck pack. You ordered that duck pack for real though? Merchant, you ordered that duck pack for real? Yeah, the truth, brother. Yeah, the truth. Mm-hmm. Yo, yo, my boy Antonio. What's the word, my brethren in arms? Shit. Nah, man. Motherfucking just really was trying to do some fucking TikToks. But I really hate TikTok now, bro. I ain't gonna back to you. TikTok is like one of the most weakest platforms ever, bro. That shit's so fucking weak. My fault, Ants. You finna be 22. I remember when I was 22. That was literally last year. But nah, bro, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? You know, you basically unk now, gang. You unk now. You unk now. On game. I'm sorry to tell you, bro. You gotta get the unk badge now. You ain't going to no club, boy. You back. You bapping, boy. You ain't finna go to no club. 22 can't be unk. You talking about 22 can't be unk. Man, I mean, I don't know now, bro. 22 years have been a long time, bro. A long time. I think X gotta be up now. On game. No, no, not X. Motherfucking Ghost. Ghost is up now. He already getting his case of Coronas and his barbecue grill ready. On game. Shit finna change. Shit finna change now, man. You finna have me feeling like grandpa. Yeah. Shit, I'm Unc now too. They said I'm Unc now too, bro. On game. They said I'm Unc now at 23. At 23, they be telling me I'm Unc now. Oh damn. My little brother said I'm damn near pushing 30. I'm damn. No, yeah, gonna chill and smoke. But I'm 24. Oh yeah, and you Unc for sure. And you big Unc. You 24. You Unc on game. Chat, I'm sorry, man. Unc now, y'all Uncs. Shit changing. The rule of Unc is now. If you over 21, you Unc now, bro. On game. Oh yeah, Big Louie, Unc. You see everybody Unc gang. Everybody Unc now, bro. That's how the world is. Yeah, yeah, Ants, you Unc them now, bro. You gotta be Unc them, bro. Once you over 21, bro, you Unc them. That's crazy. But it's the new rules, bro. How you gonna claim Unc status the second you start drinking? Yeah, you see? Once you start drinking, you could get them Coronas legally, get the barbecue grill and shit, bro. You Unc. You got to get the case of beers now, gang. Get the case of beers. Get your barbecue grill, gang. Shit, you know what you got to start doing now, bro. It's time for you to take over that barbecue grill, my brother. I ain't go back to you. The time has come. On game. Yes, sir. Fools, I don't speak French. Yes, you do, and stop lying, bro. You know you speak French. On game. Walking skeleton wiki skeleton. What the fuck is wiki skeleton? That shit is pretty crazy. Out the back, saying wiki skeleton on game. If you ain't mixed up with juice, I ain't drinking it. Man, I can't even drink, boy. That shit, motherfucking make my body feel too hot. My body get to feeling hot and shit, bro. Man, that shit, bro. And then it's like, I damn near gonna throw up, bro. Sipping on that shit. I take a sip of that shit, bro. Oh. Damn near, bro. Oh man, this shit crazy. I ain't gonna bap to you. But it's Arsenal. I just turned 21. I'm living myself. Shit. Motherfucking. Oh, I tested. Man, I ain't never tested limits. That's the whole thing, bro. I take one shot, gang. That one shot, I damn near finna throw it, boy. I don't drink at all. Damn. Damn, I just let this shit burn the wrong way. Now I'm paying attention. What the fuck? That's why I hate using. Man, I use these papers. Shit just burnt. Alright. So chat, y'all got any videos, man? Y'all got any videos? You see, I don't even know the different alcohols for real. I already know about the known basic shit like tequila, motherfucking all that shit. Boy, can't do that shit on lot of that shit. Copyrighted material. That's considered third party. Whatever the fuck they say on live. No, TikTok be on bullshit though. Like YouTube, they tweak with that shit, but TikTok will tweak with you just for making your own content. Like nigga, you could just do your own content, not using no one shit. TikTok will still get on your ass, bro. That's why I be like, bro, fuck TikTok. It's Buckfist. You said they got a super accurate Miami, y'all Florida people happy. It's gonna be out there. Man, Felice, I be doing him on on Twitch if it's like a 20v1 or whatever, cause his ass, he be saying some wild shit. Haiti. Yeah, no, I seen GTA shit. It looked decent. That shit was taking the long ass time to come, taking years. Chat, it seemed like it's only American game content. Weed up, yeah, I only smoke. That's all for real. It seemed like it's only American content. I ain't gonna bap to you. But I'm not trying to do American content. I mean, there's other content, but when it comes to like games and all that shit, bro, seems like America the only one that really got that shit for real, bro. On game. Let's see. That's it, right. UK, and then next up, then the UK, that's the next content. Cause really, Canada, they don't really got that much gangbanging content for real. But not that I could find. Yeah. It's only like two Canadian. I mean, I already got two Canadian pages that talk about that type of shit for real, and two Netherlands pages. And then Trap Reezy, he damn near talk about damn near all the other shit for real. But really, I ain't really no content on that other shit for real like that. Like how America got it. We got content for days. And that's why I don't want to watch that shit. We need something different. Because there's too much American content out here. Man. Man, that ticket, that's that money on, bro. Man, they got a little hate. Yeah, scarcity, he be doing it, but it seems like the UK people, they don't really be fucking with that content for real. Like, really, the thing that motherfuckers be fucking with is like the styles. Like, shit, they don't really like that CCTV shit unless it's like a storyline to it. Mom notices because I haven't really had a good video of scarcity that even really hit 1,000 before. Oh yeah, but I be messing with scarcity though. Like I be thinking the shit gonna go up. I thought the crossbow shit was gonna go up, but I ain't fucking with that. But I fucks with scarcity though. I don't know why the UK people don't fuck with the scarcity reactions. But shit, it is what it is. And you finna slide to your career, bro, on GTA. UK drill case, MPK. They be tweaking in the UK. You know, they got lots of gangs out there that I didn't even know about. Today, we finna talk about MPK Loose. Now, what MPK Loose got going on? You see, I just know it's something diabolical. That's all I can tell y'all, but we finna figure out right now.
Let's introduce Mark Carroll.
Oh my God, we gotta redo it once again. On game. Why? Because I forgot to put in my AirPod. They be getting wild in the UK. You know they be tweaking out there because they be having a whole bunch of gangs that I didn't even know about. Today we finna be talking about MPK Emily. No, not Emily. Loose. You feel me? They got lots of weird names out there. I ain't gonna bap to you, but they be getting diabolical with them weird names. And today, y'all finna see what's going on.
Before diving into today's video, let's introduce Mark Carroll, widely known as M. Loose. At just 22 years old, M. Loose has made a name for himself in the UK drill scene, recognized for his provocative lyrics. His tracks, including The Real Truth and Don't Ride Back, have amassed an impressive total of 5.2 million views.
Dang.
For those unfamiliar, M. Loose is a member with a street gang called NPK, which is prominent in the Northumberland Park and Park Lane areas of...
Oh, yeah. That's the gangway right there, bro. I'm not sliding over here, bro. Like, who live over here, chat? Do any one of y'all live over here, bro? Because it look like it get treacherous, man. Especially how this gate looking, bro. Yeah, you know it's treacherous.
...of Tottenham, within the N17 postcode. NPK stands for Northumberland Park Killers, or Northumberland Park Kids, though many simply use it as an abbreviation for the area. The current
You see, now that's a little bit off, you feel me? So they saying NPK for themselves, but that's a little bit weird. So if someone want to diss them, they'll say NPKK. You feel me? Because normally you put K behind it to say you unalive someone. But they is from that place and they saying they NPK, which is kind of crazy, but I understand what they mean. They saying them savages from that area. You feel me?
generation of NPK members is also referred to as the Park Lane Boys, PLB, and Sin Squad, the latter primarily associated with their musical endeavors. They proudly identify with the color purple and call their territory Purple City. NPK's main allies include TPL DC-8, GMG AP, Hornsey V8, and Hoxton, while they have loose ties with other neighborhoods like Manor House and Stamford Hill. Also, they are in conflict with groups from Wood Green, Edmonton, TPL/OTP, N15, and OFB. Understanding this context is crucial as it lays the groundwork for what will be discussed later in the video. As an active gang member, M. Luce has a controversial history. He was incarcerated at around the age of 15/16, alongside fellow NPK member Reeps and T1 from OFB, for a murder on a civilian. This
I ain't gonna bap to you, bro. You unalive someone that don't got nothing to do with the streets. You see, y'all was young, so it's like y'all gonna be doing goofy stuff like that. Lots of young people, but it still don't like justify it, bro. Like that's goofy behavior if you unalive anyone that don't got nothing to do with the streets. You only supposed to get into it with people that want to be a part of this life. I ain't go back to you, bro. Anyone that's not trying to do this should not have no part of this whatsoever. Just leave them alone.
This was when OFB and NPK weren't yet rivals. His past includes drug dealing.
Now, if he was a civilian that day, you feel me? That's a different little you did, because I'd be like, man, if they want to be a part of that streets, go ahead, bro, because it's like they unalive someone that would have tried to unalive them if it was the other way around. So it's okay, cool, as long as it ain't no innocent.
And shooting at Ispot with another NPK gang member called Sparko, and he managed to beat all the charges associated with these incidents. Currently, M. Luce is on the run for a second murder.
That's crazy.
With police unaware of his whereabouts. The primary reason you clicked on this video is to delve into his ongoing case. So let's get...
No. I clicked on it because I don't know who M. Luce is, so I'm trying to figure out something about him.
Started. A stabbing victim reportedly shouted, "I'm going to kill you," while swinging a zombie knife after realizing he had been struck in the heart, a court has heard. The victim, 16-year-old Tay Faik, also known as Troops, was a member of the street gang 1T, One Tray, which operates in the Palmer's Green area within the N13 postcode. Historically referred to as P-Town or P-Block, the 1T gang is allied with groups such as TPL, OTP, N9, Wood Green, and allegedly
Oh yeah, Wood Green. We know Wood Green get active. You don't gotta talk about them. We know Wood Green be scaring the whole little area over there. They the reason why people were inside. I ain't gonna back to you. Wood Green is the reason why y'all were inside.
OFB, while their main rivals include TPL DC-8, Hornsey V8, and NPK. The fatal incident took place on the 1st of October 2023 near Tay's home in Kendall Gardens, Edmonton. According to the prosecution, the attack was
Bro, he kind of looked like, at certain angles, bro, he kind of looked like Kodak Black. I ain't gonna back to you.
Premeditated, with Josiah Semper and 3 others arriving in a Toyota RAV4 to carry out a retaliatory strike over a previous robbery. While tensions between the two gangs had existed, they were considered relatively minor compared to their other disputes. However, Troops' death has significantly escalated.
Bro, he do kind of look like Kodak, bro. I'm not bapping, bro. If you search up Kodak, bro, he kind of look like Kodak a little bit, bro. I'm not even bapping trying to be funny.
The conflict. Mr. Semper, 18, and Bernard Carroll, 19, are on trial at Snaresbrook Crown Court, accused of Tay's murder. A 17-year-old girl, who cannot be legally named due to her youth, also faces the charge of assisting an offender. A fourth defendant, Mark Carroll, 22.
Lock her up. Lock her up. You want to be involved? Lock them up. I ain't going back to you. But it's crazy, man. Females get involved and they get less time just because they're female. Now lock them up.
Fled the country the next day, and his current whereabouts are unknown, jurors have heard. On Monday, October 7th, Mr. Semper admitted inflicting the fatal blow with an 8-inch flick knife, but told jurors it was because he feared Tay was about to stab him. Mr. Semper told the court he ran after Tay to talk about getting items back from an alleged knife-point robbery, but stabbed him in self-defense after a fight broke out with Tay apparently wielding a large zombie knife.
Ooh.
The court...
Ooh, I ain't gonna back to you. A little flick blade versus that. Man, that mean Brody that got the little flick knife. He a max prestige dueler. I ain't gonna back to you.
Heard Mr. Semper was previously convicted for possessing a Rambo knife in August 2022, and then for having 2 knives near his home in October the same year. In relation to...
You can't have knives near your crib? Now that, come on, bro. Come on, bro. What you mean you can't have a knife near your crib?
Both convictions, he denied having the weapons on him to cause harm. Mr. Semper told jurors he and Bernard Carroll were good friends from school and that he knew Mark as Bernard's older brother. He also said he knew Tay as someone who lived in the area and went by the name Troops. Asked if there were any differences, arguments, or tensions between them, Mr. Semper said nothing and denied knowing where he lived.
So you telling me you can't walk outside with a knife at all? Like, I feel like, bro, like, at least, bro, if people running around unaliving people with knives, they should at least give y'all like a knife conceal and carry or something where y'all able to legally carry a blade if you take a class or something. I don't know. But just to not be able to carry nothing outside when people running around with ZKs and stuff is pretty, like, stupid. Like, bro, they gotta be able to let y'all protect y'allself because it's like, bro, these police out here running around with batons and pepper spray. What is that gonna do to a ZK, as y'all call it? Nothing, bro. Y'all gotta be able to protect y'allself, bro, because the police ain't gonna be able to protect y'all, gang. Only the armed police. And the armed police is the only police. The other people is just security guards.
Asked by defense counsel Rudy Fortson KC what degree of harm he meant to inflict on Tay, Mr. Semper said, "None at all. I did not really know what I was doing."
Bro, you talking about if it's under 3 inches, bro. You talking about a para tool? The little knives that be inside the multi-tool? The stuff that's the big as my pinky? Bro, stop. Come on. Bro, what is you going to do with that, brother? Like, if you're a max prestige dueler, then you might be able to do something with that. But if you're going up against those ZKs or whatever, bro, what is you going to do with a pinky blade? What is you going to do with a pinky blade? That ain't going to do nothing, brother. I ain't going to bap to you. You're going to get done dirty.
Doing in that moment, I was just scared. Asked if he intended to kill him or cause really serious harm, Mr. Semper told jurors, no. The court heard Mr. Semper was wearing a black jacket, tracksuit bottoms, and Crocs when he joined the Carroll brothers and the 4th defendant in the Toyota at around 4:20 p.m. on the night in question. He told jurors he believed the stolen car was a rental and was not aware it had fake license plates. He also told the jury he found the knife used in the stabbing in the glove compartment. Mr. Semper...
Oh, so you just think they not smart. That's literally what you said at this point. So you telling me you didn't know the car had the plates, and you found the blade up in there. Gang, now they gonna lock you up just because you thought they was slow. Like, if I was the judge and you told me that, bro, I would have thought that you was thinking I'm a goofy. And now since you think I'm a goofy, now you're getting more time.
Semper said he took on the role of driver because Bernard was drunk and sleepy.
Photo had that cereal milk with the cereal. I ain't gonna back to you. Cereal milk is A1, bro. I ain't gonna back to you. Like, cereal milk is one of my favorite strands, bro. Like, I remember when I first had that, man, A1. I ain't gonna back to you.
And he wanted to impress them. After driving the brothers around for some errands, he took them to Kendall Avenue to collect a bag purchased from a reseller in the late evening. he told jurors. It was at this point he stopped the car at the end of the road and picked up the knife in the glove compartment. Asked why he took the weapon, Mr. Semper said, "Because I knew Tay had a reputation for carrying weapons." He told the court,
But that's why I tell people this all the time too, because people don't understand. They be posting blicks and stuff on the internet. You want everybody to know, well, want everybody to think that you got this blick up on you, weapon on you 24/7. And now since you got people thinking that, when the people that actually get that stuff up on you catch you, they gonna think you got that up on you. So how you think they gonna act knowing, well, thinking that you got something up on you? They gonna act with them using their stuff because they just gonna assume that you got that thing up on you. So if you don't got that thing up on you 24/7, don't act like you got that thing up on you like that, because people gonna assume that you got it up on you, and then they gonna come at you with that thing. You feel me? If you don't get it, it's not gonna go good for you.
he then put the knife in his jacket pocket, just in case, then ran after Tay to catch up with him. Asked why he was running after him, Mr. Semper said, "Because he previously robbed my friend at knife point," adding, "I was simply going to ask Tay for the items." Asked by Mr. Fortson what reaction he expected from Tay, Mr. Semper said, "I don't know, not the one that I got." As I approached him, I asked him simply for the person's belongings back, and he's turned around, instantly turned aggressive. He said, "What? Are you trying to G-check me?" It's a term that's like,
let's be real now. That like, really, what did you think was gonna happen, gang? If this person literally robbed your home, what you think he's gonna do when you ask for it back? He's gonna try to rob you, and we know that you not thinking that. We knew you wasn't running out after him to ask for his stuff back. We already know you was trying to get back. Let's be real. Ain't no logical person gonna run up to the person that robbed their homie at knife part and say, "Can you give that back to me?" Come on now. If you doing that, bro, you just green. You just green. They ain't gonna back to you, bro, and that's how you gonna get messed up. But let's be real. You wasn't coming to ask him for the stuff back.
"Are you trying to question me?" Within literally seconds of saying that, he's reached for his waistband, and I remember distinctively seeing an orange-red handle. He pulled out with both hands, and from that point, I turned around and tried to run. He screamed for his dog Trent, and I run towards Mark on the left side of the pavement. As I ran towards Mark, Tay ran towards me, and the dog ran towards Mark, and Tay dropped on the pavement behind me and on top of me. I was quite out of breath. I dropped to the floor. He was on top of me. I was fighting. He was trying to swing.
I mean, now if he unalive him, if he unalive the guy, it don't count as snitching. It don't count as snitching. You feel me? Because it's like Brody is unalive, so now it's like you basically telling your story in self-defense. Now, if you calling the police, telling after he did something, you a street dude, you calling the police after he just did something to you. That's telling. You feel me? But if you unalive him over the situation and you end up telling them that, I feel that's just you trying to get a self-defense case. You feel me?
His knife, but because it was so large and so close. It was a black zombie-type knife with an orange-red handle of around 18 inches. He was trying to stab me. It was kind of face-to-face. His upper body and my upper body. We were both on the ground. I was grabbing his arm. There were no words spoken during this commotion. Mark eventually pulled me back from the ground. As I got up, Tay also got up with the knife and stepped towards me. At this point, I removed the folded knife from my jacket. His knife was held in his left hand, stepping towards me, swinging it towards me and Mark. I was scared of being stabbed. I took the knife in my jacket. I pointed it down towards the ground and it clicked into place. He took a step towards me and I struck him where he was holding the knife, in the left.
Nah, bro, this sounded like a movie, gang. This sounded like a movie right now. Honestly, bro, I feel like real deal, brother. If this happened how it was, bro, you would have been cooked, gang. You would have been cooked, bro. I don't think it went down like this, bro. If he had that big old blade, bro, you had to do some sneaky stuff, gang. Because it ain't no way possible he swinging this like this at you, and you got your little flick blade, and you come through, like it's, nah, gang. I can't believe this action movie. Nah, you did some sneaky stuff to do that, bro. I just can't believe you just did this with this little flick thing. You feel me?
Left shoulder area. Mr. Semper then agreed the wound had in fact been to the chest, and that he accepted causing this injury. I do not really know what happened, he continued. My heart was pounding. My senses was not quite right. I just wanted him to stop swinging the knife at me. It did not.
Yeah, we know he talked to his lawyer before he told this story. Okay, he talking about he talking about his heart was posting all types of big words and stuff.
Seem to be effective at all. He was still screaming, telling his dog to attack. He was saying, "Trent, Trent," and the dog was jumping up at me after he spoke more words.
And you see, lots of people, bro, be thinking they dog really gonna do something to somebody if you tell them to do that, bro. If you don't train your dog to actually do something like that, don't think you could just tell your dog, go get him, and your dog just finna turn into super dog and go get him. Nah, that's not how it's finna go, bucko. You know, if you just get a random dog, don't put him to no training. Only thing your dog know how to do is sit and stay in place and give you paw. That dog is not finna do what you, bro. What you think? It'd be crazy. People really be thinking they dog really finna do something like that if a situation happened without them doing no training at all, and you think your dog just finna go do that.
After I backed away and told him to chill, then Mark noticed he was bleeding. Tay looked down at his chest and saw he was bleeding. He said, "What? You stabbed me." After he said that, he tried to run towards me again and said, "I'm going to kill you." I said, "Chill," and tried to back off again. After that, Bernard came around the corner. Mr. Semper told the jury Tay ran off while he fled in the Toyota with Bernard at the wheel, feeling scared and shaken up. Asked why he was wearing his hood up with a snood covering his mouth, Mr. Semper said, "It was cold." He then told jurors he parted ways with the group to disassociate himself, then stayed with a friend who he refused to name in open court. He denied helping to bleach the Toyota car, but admitted throwing his SIM card away. Mr. Semper told the court he learned.
You see, and this is where people mess up at. It's like you claim it's self-defense, but it's like in a real self-defense situation, you're not supposed to tamper and destroy no evidence. That kind of like mess up the whole self-defense case. You feel me? Like if you really trying to claim self-defense, bro, you can't be doing really. You just gotta tell police, like call them, be like, bro, call your lawyer, call someone and call your lawyer first and let them know that you pop someone. And then your lawyer is gonna let you know what you should do in that situation. Just don't call the police first. The last thing you really want to do, you probably might be like, oh yeah, just call the police. Call a lawyer. Call a lawyer first. Any lawyer. Just find someone to call that actually know the law. And then that's when you're going to know what to do from there. You feel me?
Of Tay's death on October 2nd, then flew to the Caribbean island of Antigua on October 5th, using money from his savings. After his mother was told he was a murder suspect, she paid for his flight home to the UK on November 17th, when he was arrested on arrival.
Dang.
Mr. Semper made no comment under questioning after advice from his solicitor, the court heard. Prosecutor Edward Brown, KC, questioned how the knife wound was 10 centimeters deep if Mr. Semper did not intend any harm, and why he had not run away upon seeing the apparent zombie knife.
Come on now. Let's be real. Everybody know what happened, gang. He didn't think it all the way through, bro. Ain't no logical person, bro. Hey, I ain't gonna bap to you. If I'm walking up to someone and I'll be like, hey, let me get the stuff back. And he up a big old blade and my intention is to ask him for the stuff back, I'm running, gang. I'm gonna run. But obviously that wasn't his intention, so that's why he ain't run. I ain't gonna bap to you.
Mr. Semper said he tried to run away, but that he suffers asthma. Mr. Brown also asked Mr. Semper to explain why Mark had joined him and why they sprinted after Tay. Mr. Semper claimed Mark was coming to mediate the situation. Explaining his previous knife convictions, Mr. Semper agreed he was caught with a Rambo knife designed to kill and maim but that he just picked it up after being the victim of a robbery. He claimed his second conviction came after police caught him in the car park with 2 knives he used to pull off the battery compartment cover in a disused Mercedes parked near his house. Returning to the night in question, Mr. Brown said, "It was an attack you intended, wasn't it? You and Mark Carroll sprinted around the corner after Tay." Mr. Semper said, "Even if we did run, it was to talk to him." Mr. Brown said, "But you killed him." Mr. Semper said, "I guess, but I did not mean to." The trial continues. Before wrapping up the video, let us know in the comments which case you'd like to see covered next. Now,
do Central C and how many bodies Central C got? Because I feel lots of the people need to know all the bodies that Central C got. You feel me? That's need to be your next video. That's gonna go up.
now let's talk about the harsh reality and effects of gang life and knife crime. As you can see mentioned in this video, these lifestyles often bring devastating consequences, not just for those involved, but also for their families, friends, and communities. The cycle of violence.
Also, so this just him just telling us stuff, bro. What's going on? You said skip this part, bro. This the whole little outro.
For young people at risk.
Oh, also phone on just letting us know the consequences of the streets. As y'all see, we don't condone nothing in this educational information documentary, and nothing good come out of the streets. You feel me? Like Central C, he did that street stuff, and he actually got out of the streets, bro. But lots of people ain't gonna be as lucky as Central C. So y'all just stay out the way, man. Fill out that job application and live a regular life. You feel me? That's all I could tell y'all people in the UK, because y'all see it's getting treacherous out there. But if you watch this educational, informational documentary all the way through, I know you messing with another educational, informational documentary. So don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you never miss out on any educational, informational documentaries like this on game. Bro, y'all need to stop this BAP, bro. Stop all that. Stop all that BAP, gang. Stop all that BAP on Central C before he pop up like the boogeyman. On gang. Hey, Central C pop up like the boogeyman. People ain't gonna know what to do. I ain't gonna BAP to you. Nah, that stuff gonna tweak me on live. And I seen the GTA trailer. But yeah, they're gonna tweak me on live if I did that anyway. Purple white. Bro, stop all that BAP, gang. Stop all this BAP, bro. Real life. Alright. Like y'all over here bapping, talking about this, that, bro. Like y'all lucky y'all speak on Central C like this because he not in the UK no more. I already know. Central C not in the UK no more. So everybody think they can say whatever they want, bro. As soon as he touches down back in the land, as soon as Central C touch back in the land, that's when all that chit chat gonna stop. You feel me? That's all, bro. I already know the game. I know the game, bro. Real deal. Central C was using a black part 2 days ago. Bro, it's crazy, bro, that I was listening to a Central C song and a female said that same thing. It was an old song where he was holding the baby, I think in Dave music video. She kept on saying, "Oh, he using that black baby for views." I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Why would he have to do that? He got Dave on the song, gang. Dave is getting him the views. She talking about, nah, the black baby. Bro, you bapping. You bapping. Real deal, bro. Yeah. But she said that. I didn't even know that he did this again. I'd like to script, bro. I ain't gonna bap to you, bro. Central C just keep it low key, bro. That's the whole thing right there, bro. Central C keep it low key. They said Central C need to understand that he is not. Bro, they said Central C was Guyanese. Okay. Guyanese. Now, what Guyanese mean? I didn't even know what Guyanese was till I watched the video about Central C on Trap Blue Raw. And he said, yeah, phone them is Guyanese. I didn't even know that existed. Real deal. Who knew Guyanese existed? Did y'all know? I don't think y'all knew either. On game. It's real deal. When the first time y'all heard about Guyanese, gang? The multicultural Guyanese, Chinese, and British on game. Also, y'all already knew about Guyanese. That's crazy. So y'all really got gangs in Netherlands, and I did not know this type of behavior was going on out there. Y'all got Polish gangs. I only heard about the macro, and now I find out y'all got Polish gangs too. And I don't think macro is Polish, so these some whole different people going on. So let's see what y'all got going on in Netherlands that most of the world don't know is going on.
It is March 2022 when the Dutch police discover a war.
Ooh, they got that. They got that. Okay. I see they is not messing around out there.
Arsenal in a shed in Alphen on the Rhine, a small town of 100,000 inhabitants which lies between Amsterdam and The Hague. This is a chance discovery that leads to a Polish-Dutch gang linked to many recent attacks, including that of journalist Peter Rudolf de Vries, murdered in 2021 for the alleged account of Ridouan Taghi, godfather of the Mokro Mafia, but also linked to a recent liquidation attempt in the Dominican Republic. Peter, one of the most popular journalists.
I ain't gonna back to you, bro. You can't be out there snitching and doing journalist work inside Netherlands. I ain't gonna back to you because it's like these type of people, bro, they real life would unalive you just for speaking on what's going on out there, bro. And you see right there, it happened to Brody.
In the Netherlands, is on his way to his regular appointment that day for a show in the RTL Boulevard studio. However, he doesn't know that there is already a team planning his death for a few months, and the executors are waiting for the green light. That is, Peter's exit, going from the media to the parking lot, a path that shouldn't take him more than 3 minutes.
Oh yeah, I seen Brody.
Op een trappetje zit de schutter met zijn pistool te wachten op de bekendste journalist van Nederland. Zo vertellen ooggetuigen die niet voor camera willen. Als zijn doelwit voorbij loopt, schiet hij 5 keer.
The two executors, Camille E. and Delano G., were soon arrested after a logistical error in their escape plan, and Peter dies 9 days later.
Dang.
Vandaag werd bekend dat het zwartste scenario is uitgekomen.
It was a shocking moment for the Dutch people, but also a triggering moment for the key witness, known as 5089 or Eddie. It was a
5089. What they calling him by his prison inmate number or something? Because I know this ain't his street name. Because that sounds like a lab research experiment or something.
Polish man who, after seeing the news, realized that he had been in the direct vicinity of the murderous squad behind the attack. He then decided to make statements to the police, despite the punishment that awaits him in the underworld.
I want justice to prevail.
Everything starts for Eddie when he meets a group of Polish people, among whom is Christian M., with whom he will become.
Bro, why he make folks' nose so long? He got the overly extended nose.
Quite close. In addition to Christian, there is also Camille, a scammer who was selling cocaine and reportedly had financial problems since a batch of drugs was stolen.
Whoa.
Eddie's role in the group was limited to odd jobs, such as registering vehicles in his name. It seems that the relationship with Christian was forged while he was in prison, while Eddie was taking care of him from the outside. The trust was strong enough that Christian even began to boast about playing in the big league, about being in the mafia. He started talking about a certain uncle who is connected with the murder of Petter.
Everyone was afraid of him. He once explained to me who the uncle is, that it was someone who killed the brother and the lawyer of the key witness.
Whoa.
By uncle, the witness certainly meant Ridwan Taghi.
We ain't going back to you. I tell y'all, and it's not just in Netherlands, bro. This anywhere, bro. Being a witness and a snitch is not worth it, bro. Like, real deal, bro. Y'all be trying to be good Samaritans and stuff, and being a good Samaritan will get you unalived. Real deal, brother. So all that trying to snitch and help the community out, bro, you risking your life doing that. I ain't gonna back to you no matter where you at.
Indeed, the criminal Nabil B decided to testify against the criminal organization revolving around Ridwan, which had immediate repercussions. First, his brother Radwan, an innocent citizen, was liquidated, and then the same fate awaited Dirk Veersum, the lawyer who defended Nabil.
See, that's that goofy stuff, man. Unaliving innocent people, but I think he was connected to someone inside the streets. So, you know, if you got any connection to someone inside the streets, bro, you got to know, man, if they can't get who they trying to get, you probably just going to be the next best option. Chapter 2, the next target.
This already showed the seriousness and tensions to be noted at the time, when many public figures could have become a potential target for the mafia. One of those targets was Petter.
Petter de Vries reports that the police told him that Ridwan T, who was still at large at the time, had put him on a hit list.
This will push Petter to speak openly on his Twitter.
Hey, I ain't gonna bap to you, bro. He got that Unk picture, bro. Like, that's what Unk and them be doing. They be taking pictures, bro. The camera be close up to their face, gang. Real deal. I don't know why. Once you get older, the older you get, the more closer your face get to the camera, gang. I ain't gonna bap to you. In 10 more years, he gonna have the camera even more closer to his face.
Twitter account about this rumor.
He ordered my liquidation because of statements critical of him.
After publishing the message, it will be revealed that the very next day, Ridwan himself had sent a rather special letter to Petter.
This is pure fabrication and pure nonsense. I have no reason to do anything to you. You can go wherever and whenever you want without any danger for you. I always watched your TV show with great fascination when I was a young boy. I respect you and consider you a professional journalist.
I will not trust Fano. It sound like bro lying. Like certain people, bro, you know, when people put certain things together, it just sound like a lie. This sound like one of those lies.
Even if, at that time, the motive to put Petter on the list of targets to be eliminated was not very clear, a year later, it will materialize itself when he decides to work as a confidential advisor of the witness Nabil B in the Great Marengo trial. And Petter himself was aware of the danger of his choice. Thus, the mission of its liquidation would have begun in April 2021.
Christian M. has been looking for a man for his uncle since April. He calls him his uncle. He is a Moroccan man for whom Christian works.
Eddie would have then heard that a journalist had to be taught a lesson. He was even offered to follow the journalist for a few days in exchange for 10,000 euros, but he refused the offer. However, this will...
You see what type of time they be on, bro? They paying people $10,000 just to follow you and watch your moves. That's what I'm saying, bro. You don't want to play with these type of people. Like, they be on, like, real life mafia type timing. They don't be on that type of crash out timing like in Chicago and Toronto and all that stuff. Y'all know how the crash outs get. They very sophisticated.
Will not stop the team from doing a preliminary study, as there is no shortage of manpower. Finally, Camille offers himself for the final task, but also to pull the trigger.
Oh.
The evidence shows that more than a week before the attack, when Petter was visiting the parking lot, the guards noticed a man of Eastern European appearance, with a tattoo on his neck, acting suspiciously. It was indeed the Polish Camille. Petter would have been warned of this discovery, but he refused any personal security.
Who he think he is, gang? You think he Captain
He
America?
didn't want to share his agenda with the police or prosecutors. If he wanted to visit a source, he didn't want it to be known.
There's levels to it.
As for Camille, shortly before the planned action, he tried to withdraw, making Christian understand that his weapon had been confiscated by the police and that he could no longer commit the execution. However, this excuse would only postpone a mission that he could no longer decline because he already knew too much.
Dang.
If Camille won't shoot, he should at least drive as a driver. If he doesn't want that, Camille should be shot because it's already gone too far.
Thus, Camille will take the place of the driver, while the newcomer, a certain
I ain't gonna bab to you, bro. You see, once you get too deep in, bro, you deep in, real deal. I ain't gonna bab to you. That's why I say, bro, I'm not doing no stuff that I know I ain't gonna be comfortable with later down the line, bro. Like, if someone be like, oh yeah, bro, go catch a body and we'll give you this money. I'm not doing it, brother. And I already know it's like, bro, if someone already serious about real life catching the body, and now you know they whole plan, bro, you a potential witness, bro. So now if you just disappear, they probably thinking you finna go snitch on them, and then what they call it, liquidation for you.
Delano will take care of the shooting. Delano is a young man who had tried a career in music without meeting the expected success. Influenced negatively by his friends in the...
Dang. Hey, go back to you, bro. That's why I say, bro, success is the cause and creation of lots of evil people. If people don't get successful in life, they end up becoming a crash out, bro, or they just be miserable for their whole life.
The neighborhood, he was promised 100,000 euros for the liquidation of Petter, while Camille, to drive the car, was to receive 50,000.
I told you they'd be on that different time.
On the day of the action, Camille would have made at least 6 turns in his Renault around the RTL studio before finally fleeing the scene of the crime. In court, the Pole claimed that he was never aware of the real execution plan hidden behind his mission as a driver.
Wysoki sędzio,
jakbym wiedział dokładnie, po co jadę do Amsterdamu zawieźć pewne osoby, to bym tego nie zrobił. Ale nie mam nic wspólnego ze śmiercią Petera de Vries. Nikogo nie zabiłem. Nigdy żadnego morderstwa na oczy nie widziałem.
Hey, they looking like, Gabe, we don't believe you. We don't believe you at all. They like, come on, bro. Get done talking so we can sentence you, brother.
I nigdy bym nikogo nie zabił.
However, during the action, both actors would have likely been in contact with the alleged Christian, encoded by NN4229 on their Google Pixels phone found in the car. It appears that Camille himself showed Delano the entire mission briefing. After the attack, Delano reportedly sent an unscrupulous message.
Brother,
Unscrupulous.
through the head and body. Really successful. He died. Fucking dead.
But
Bro, it's crazy, bro. Like, y'all be doing all this advanced type of stuff, but then you still send text messages through a phone. Like, bro, I feel like if y'all this advanced, bro, y'all should know, like, bro, we should not be doing anything through the phone. Everything should be word to mouth. I ain't go back to you, word to ear, whatever y'all call it.
the odds are not in their favor. In fact, usually in this kind of situation, a second getaway car is parked somewhere to make the exchange, burning the first vehicle. This is not the case. It is then predictable that the two will soon be arrested.
Ik wil mijn medeleven tonen aan alle nabestaanden. En ik voel wel degelijk met u allen mee.
A life sentence was requested against both men, and the case was delayed because of Eddie's statements. Eddie, out of fear for his own life, decided to testify. It is known that in addition, 2 other men were involved in this mission, filming the execution live.
That's tweakery. That's crash out behavior.
The intermediate release of the videos of Peter's murder was deliberately done to ensure maximum attention. And one of these suspects named Tari as the person who ordered the murder.
In an intercepted conversation that appears in an official report, according to the police, Taghi's name was mentioned phonetically.
I ain't go back to you, bro. I'm never catching a body for anyone, bro. Because it's like, 9 times out of 10, you gonna go to jail and you're not gonna be able to use that buddy. And if you is able to use that buddy, it's gonna be on lawyers. I ain't go back to you.
Finally, on September 26th, yet another Pole, Konrad W., was caught in Poland, also in connection with Peter's murder. It is clear that the central involvement in this story is attributed to Christian, who is now linked to 4 criminal cases spread over the country. First of all, his name is found in the file around the alleged criminal organization of Ridwan Taghi's nephew, Anwar, specialized.
I ain't go back to you. Ridwan Taghi, bro, he know he was gonna be in jail because every video we watch about Netherlands gang stuff, he always involved in something. And when you always involved in something, it's just a matter of time before you go to jail. And I believe he in jail.
In stolen cars. Christian is also suspected of being involved in the attempted murder of a man beaten with a hammer in October 2019 in Utrecht. He also appears in a file relating to an attempted liquidation on another Polish national in 2021.
Overwhooping. Long-nose tweaking.
The discovery of a large consignment of firearms in a shed in Alphen on the Rhine, with, among other things, 22 automatic rifles and 4 rocket launchers, also revealed.
There's no reason for y'all to need a rocket launcher, bro. Like, real deal. I feel like now y'all just overdoing it, bro. Like, I ain't gonna back to you. Unless you beefing with the military. Is y'all planning to beef with the military? Because outside of that, bro, y'all don't need that.
Reveals ramifications with Christian.
It's like Call of Duty.
Bro, I don't even know what bro talking about, bro. I didn't even read that.
In fact, it is a gang composed mainly of Poles and Dutch, which would be managed.
You see, the thing is with me, bro, I can look at words and I can't read it unless I want to read it, bro. So what he just said is just words, bro. I didn't process anything, bro. I just looked at it and I'm like, bro, ain't processed nothing. I ain't gonna bap to you, bro.
By Jordi van der S. According to the justice, he would have worked fully with Christian in this criminal brigade. In this case, the judiciary also makes use of the statements made by witness 5089.
Yes, sir.
A lot of connections and links that indicate that the suspects in several cases.
Well, technically, it is Dutch people still because they said it's Polish Dutch.
Cases are from the same circle.
Furthermore, this gang would also be involved in the assassination attempt of Cor P in the Dominican Republic in January 2022. The suspect, Jordi, would have directed spotters from a distance to guide them in the attack. Cor himself was part of a murderous squad known as the Tattoo Killers, but for the moment, the motive for the attack is not known.
Dang, bro. Like, I feel like, bro, you playing crazy even going to Dominican Republic. Let's be real now.
In the case of Peter R. de Vries, there is a debate about the Poles who, until now, have had little involvement in organized crime. Could they take over the violent missions of the Mokro Mafia?
Okay. This Halloween music.
Een deel van mij staat nog steeds langs de kant van de weg, starend naar het schermpje van mijn telefoon. Naar de laatste berichten die ik naar Peter stuurde. In de hoop dat de vinkjes blauw kleuren.
They don't care. They didn't care. Those judges just want to go home. They ain't go back. Real deal, bro. That was like probably like not the judges you want to have if you try to, you know, fight for your freedom, because it seems like they just not trying to hear none of that. They just want to go home. They already got what they finna do in mind. You feel me? And you finna be sentenced. I ain't gonna bap to you, bro. We don't condone nothing in this educational, informational documentary. But if you watch this all the way through, I know you messing with another one. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you never miss out on any educational, informational documentaries like this. Yeah, folks was tripping. It's about this share need motherfucking oil or something. Let me see. Where is that from? Some of these pages be overwhooping. All right, go back to you. I mean, Phono can't even do nothing. His shit is literally motherfucking AI generated content, bro. I'm gonna cook his ass if he try to say something, bro. Real deal, bro. Gonna get on his ass, bro, if he try to say something. Okay. This shit is full Robotnik. So we'll do his, bro. He say something, bro. We gonna get on his ass. Ain't no AI generated nigga feeling like niggas who use their voice, it be a little bit different. You feel me? But AI generated niggas, bro, I'm like, nah, bro, you ain't gonna take down my shit, bro. Like, yo ass tripping, bro. I just be having to get on my address and all that shit, bro. Even though it's not my actual address where I'm at, but it's an address that I use still, and that's the only thing about appealing to copyright strike. If you want the video back, you gotta get them your legal information for the court shit. Damn, bro, my nose, motherfucker. I don't really be doing like body cams and all that shit no more. That shit don't be going up. They don't be fucking with that shit. I used to like do like little horror murder mystery things too, but I stopped doing that shit. That shit did not get views. Okay. You really talking, you real life doing that AI shit?
In the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about UK.
Oh, my nose fucking. those. I hate this shit. Oh, this tissue tickling. Damn. Hold on, my brother. Real. All right. It depends on it because lots of them motherfuckers, if it's a little page, I probably ain't gonna do it. Because lots of them little pages that y'all be requesting, they ass be goofy as hell, bro. They be copyright striking niggas. Like that last nigga, who the fuck? Real O'Malley, Real Bally, whatever the fuck his goof ass is. Folks are goofy. Okay. And that other dude, what's his name? The Stirrup Royal. Folks are goofy too. Okay. Lots of those little pages be goofy. I always try to copyright striking nigga and shit. And it really be Ireland and shit too. Like those be the main ones, bro. Actually, Ireland the only one. The Ireland creators. One little page got mad because how I talk. He was sensitive. I'm like, bro, fucking goofy. Okay. Yeah, I said I was gonna do yours. That's the page I was talking about with the AI shit. Plus, he got a little bit more following, but the little pages and shit, those niggas, they ain't used to niggas doing reactions to that shit, bro. They get to doing all that ass shit, and I be like, I don't got time for it. And I tried to give that Will O'Malley a chance. Oh, y'all fuck with him. I'm winning. That's a goofy. And then it's like the videos that he making, bro. Motherfucking the other page I react to be doing the same style of content and he do his shit better. So it's like, bro, your ass a fucking goofy, bro. Be them little pages like, nigga, bro. You doing the same shit as 30 other niggas, bro. Real deal, bro. Why the fuck is you tripping? But I ain't tripping because I just go to another nigga page just doing the same shit. Damn, they're better. They some fucking cornballs, though. It's not about though. If it's a little page, y'all be requesting little pages and shit for those different countries, bro. And lots of those niggas just be goofy. Okay. That's why I'm saying the nigga of those actual pages be taking down the shit. Okay, they ass be sensitive as hell. They mad that they don't nobody react to their shit, bro. So they don't even know how to act when an American react to their shit. Real deal, bro. They ass get to doing the most of shit that I've been doing. That I could get the shit back and take their ass to court, but it's a whole fucking process of shit. But it's like, I was like, fuck it. I'm not fucking with like those little goof ass pages from out them countries and shit. Like the real page is like Skyboy, UK Drill Blood, Swat Stories, all them niggas, bro, they cool. But also all them niggas actually get views and following for real. People actually fuck with them. UK Drill Plug, he working on he finna revamp he finna do something. But Photo said he gonna come back. Okay. Yeah, that's my boy. UK Drill Plug, that's my boy. I be chopping it up with folks. Okay. That's why I'm saying, like, lots of people and shit, bro. Nah, I ain't hit it up with hell. Like, really, Swap Stories, DJU, UK Drill Plug, Skyboy, those like the pages and shit. That really, I chopped it up, got cool with this shit. And they actually shit. They cool, shit. And they content good too. That's why I been like, bro, niggas with better content to do. Nah, I've been tripping about the shit. And actually, because the people with the bigger page, they actually know the rules. You can't copyright strike someone over a video that you don't own. You using clips of other people. Your face is nowhere in the video. These is all clips of other niggas. So legally, you can't copyright strike me, but I'm not even finna argue with them little goofies on game. Real deal, bro. They page is not like, boy, they acting like I wouldn't be watching. I wouldn't be watching, like, no American. They should be happy American even trying to put their shit out there, because I can guarantee wasn't no American finna go watch their shit if I didn't do that shit. Real deal, bro. So they just some goofies, bro. On game, bro. They don't want to expand their fucking content and shit, bro. Because that's how you gonna get American people to fuck with your shit, bro. To have Americans react to it. You try to copyright strike niggas for some shit that no American give a fuck about. It's pretty crazy to me, bro. Because no American give a fuck about this shit, bro. So for you to act like, oh yeah, you doing something so, like, bro, get the fuck on, bro. Use a fucking corn, bro. Will O'Malley or Will O'Malley, some nigga that y'all recommended, bro. Will Malley, whatever the fuck. He got 6,000 fucking cornball. And another nigga, Disturb World. He is a goofy too. I forgot which one of y'all recommended that Will Mallard, whatever the fuck his name is. Was it you, Curly? Was you the one that recommended that nigga? I mean, like, I try to remember who the fuck even recommended that nigga, bro. Real deal. But I ain't even tripping, because most of the people that I got a page that talk about their everything, like on game. That talk about I could find a video, like any video that he talking about, I could find someone else that making the video on the exact same topic. That's why I'm be like, bro, these niggas is fucking goofies. They acting like they the only niggas that's making that type of content. Literally. They probably got the video idea from another nigga that made the video already. But nah. Shit, he's some Irish nigga, bro. Both the niggas from Ireland. I ain't gonna bap to you. Both of them from Ireland. So, like, I just don't be having with them island creators, bro. Them little ones, bro. I haven't had good interactions with them goofies. That's why I really stopped doing Ireland content, because lots of the creators that make that shit is fucking cornballs, bro. Real deal. They some fucking lames on and off the net, bro. And they content now be getting views for real, gang. When this niggas like Trap Reezy out here getting millions of views, bro, you need any type of engagement you can if you doing the same type of content as Trap Reezy, bro. It's not like you doing something different. Trap Reezy already made that shit big. So it's like, nigga, you over with, gang. You need all the attention you could get. Motherfucking Lemon Venom on game. But nah, that's cool. That's why we got Trap Reezy and shit, bro. On game. But shit, we finna get into this video. We got niggas like Skyboy. Real niggas. Real niggas. On game. I don't know what's going on in Ireland. Adam, shout out to Adam. He a real one. But he the only real one I done met from Ireland so far. I ain't gonna bap to you. He the only real one I done met so far. All the other ones I've been meeting is fucking, bro. I didn't meet him. talking to them niggas on email. On game. A nigga said, I don't like how you was talking about the video. If you don't get your sensitive ass on game, you out here making videos about niggas sliding on the opposite shit, and you talking about you don't like how I'm talking. What the fuck? That's some cornball shit. From UK drill, from bars to charts. Wait, what the fuck? He said, oh, prison bars to charts. Yeah. I don't know what folks, why he don't like the way motherfuckers talking and shit, but I'll be like, fuck it. Shit. I'm not even gonna argue with folks no more. I just be like, fuck it. I just delete the shit and said, nigga, I ain't gonna do your shit. Never again, bro. Real deal, bro. I'm not even gonna trip off of that shit. Yeah, they be tripping. I'm like, shit. But I fucks with Ireland. I fucks with the content game. I just had to stop doing that shit, bro. Because every time it's something with Ireland people. Every time, gang. Like, it's crazy. The only 2 copyright strikes I got was from Ireland. Of course, I got a copyright strike from America. But that was before I started doing the content on different countries. But the only country that copyright strike me was Ireland. And it was both times, too. 2 times it was Ireland. And 2 different niggas. I was like, that shit crazy, bro. That shit crazy as hell. I ain't gonna back to you. Yo, my brother. More Scotland. Yeah, I haven't really did Scotland. I just had probably, if it's not a little nigga, or if it's someone that do like AI shit, I'd be cool. But some little pages actually be cool, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. Some little pages be cool. Shit, when I get that money on. But the Canada one, that was different. So basically, it wasn't from the guy himself who made it. It wasn't from Tales of Toronto. It was from a rapper that was inside the Tales of Toronto video, and he made Tales of Toronto take out the clip as well. So he got on both of us. You feel me? And I got the copyright strike removed. Like, I talked to him and shit. We chopped it up. The shit was cool. It was a misunderstanding and shit. I took the video down. He said I could repost it. He just said want his stuff to be up in it due to him having a company and shit now, which is understandable. So that was all settled. But so Canada, it ain't really like that. But Ireland, it was like that. I ain't go back to you. Like, we was cool. You said teleported us, bro. My nose, stop. Okay. What help a UK rapper go viral the most? Going to jail. And that go for any artist. If you go to jail and you a rapper, you gonna get more views just because you went to jail. Like, I don't know why, but this literally happened for a rapper. They said he was in prison and now he on the charts. Why this happened? Because people love negative things. I was finna say positivity, but it ain't nothing positive about this. I ain't gonna back to you, bro. We don't condone nothing that's finna happen in this video.
In the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about UK drill dying out. A lot of drill fans have fell out of love with the genre, mainly due to some of their favourite artists being locked up, and people believing that a lot of the new rappers don't feel as authentic as the old ones used to, which has bred a new wave in the genre. Drill music recorded directly from prison, and weirdly enough, it's kind of putting the whole scene back on. Today.
So y'all making prison music in jail? Whoa, I said prison music in jail. So y'all making music in jail. And I ain't gonna cap to you, bro. How is this becoming a common thing? So it's just normal for y'all to everybody to have phones in prison?
Today, we'll be getting into how a few different guys who are locked up together on some serious charges turn their jail freestyles into 6-figure label deals and singles that have charted in the top 20. Let's get into it.
Oh, he got the intro.
Before I get into this video, guys, I just want to quickly say that I really appreciate all the love and support the channel's been getting this year. So I'm running another giveaway on my Instagram for a PlayStation 5. To enter the giveaway, all you have to do is follow my Instagram in the description, be picking out a random winner. Now, artists making music from jail is nothing new. One of the first artists to do it was a rapper from Newham in East London called Mover. Now, Mover was one of the biggest rappers to come out of East London in the early 2010s. But in 2014, the robbery gone wrong resulted in Mover getting a 30-year jail sentence at the height of his music career. This didn't stop him from releasing music though, because in 2017, while serving his sentence in H&P Belmarsh, which is one of the most secure prisons in the UK, he released a mixtape called Exit Wound.
But I ain't gonna bap to you. If you know what you doing, I feel real deal gang. If they got a phone and they got Apple headphones, they can actually make good music. They can real deal make some good music. They just gotta send it to someone to get it mixed and mastered and stuff. You feel me? But if they got the little laptop and stuff, they can do all the mixing and all that they sell. But only thing they really did is an iPhone, some iPhone headphones, and put a sock up over it, and you can actually make some decent music, some okay quality music. It's gonna be actually good enough for people to listen to, and they ain't gonna know it was made from a jail. I ain't gonna back to you.
With certain songs recorded while in prison, which caused up a big stir on the news, labeling it as a disgrace that he was able to release this while being locked up.
You see, that's pretty crazy though, because lots of jails in America, they don't be wanting you to be able to make money in music from your cell. Real deal. You saw what they did to Tory Lanez. They saw Tory Lanez was able to make a good quality song inside jail. Oh yeah, nah, we gotta take all that away.
For a murder. The mixtape was eventually pulled down from streaming services like Spotify to prevent any profit being made from it, and a lot of bad press came out after the mixtape got released from big news publications to deter people from supporting it. But the main thing people were wondering was how it was even possible to record a whole album while being locked in a max security prison. Well, to be honest, it's not too difficult nowadays. Now, it's not really a secret that there are a lot of phones in UK prisons. I'm not really too sure about everyone else's TikTok feed, but for me personally, at least 1 in every 10 videos I'm seeing right now on my feed is being filmed by somebody locked up nowadays. For whatever reason, I guess a lot of people are really interested about what goes on inside prison, which has created a whole lot of different social media opportunities for people locked inside.
That's what I mean. Why people gonna get views, bro? You just being in prison, you gonna get views, especially if you got a phone.
Several inmates have even made big social media followings literally just by recording about their day-to-day life inside, which they could continue to build on when they come out. Now obviously, phones are illegal in all UK jails.
Talking about build on when they come out, I ain't gonna bap to you, bro. Sometimes they just want to see the prison life, and then once you become a free man, they be like, bro, we could see this ourselves. I ain't gonna bap to you.
And prisons, which means phones need to be smuggled in through different ways. In certain prisons, they can simply be smuggled in by throwing them over prison walls, or with drones that release them over the walls. In other ways, through people who smuggle them through visits. But the main way is just through corrupt prison staff and officers. In prison, contraband items like phones and drugs are valued way more higher than they are to the outside world. So smuggling them in has become a very lucrative trade.
They was playing monkey in the middle with 12, bro. They was throwing it. You can't get it.
Now, throughout the last few years, we've seen numerous different drill artists post freestyles when they've been locked up. This was mainly from artists who made their name in the outside world in an attempt to keep their name buzzing while they're locked up. But in the north of England, an upcoming artist was starting to create his name from the jailhouse, and his name was Mazza L20. He started posting freestyles to his YouTube channel after being sentenced to 11 years for a string of different charges. Mazza grew up in a town in Liverpool called Bootle, which wasn't the safest area to grow up in, and from a young age, he started getting into trouble in his area. Unfortunately, Liverpool has quite a high quantity of guns and drugs throughout the city, which has caused a lot of problems in the area.
Yeah, I ain't gonna bap to you. They did say, like, bro, Manchester and all that more dangerous than London. London just most known
With Liverpool having one of the largest ports in the UK, which is believed to have frequent shipments of guns and drugs passing through every day. Sadly, just like a lot of other young kids in Liverpool, Mazza got caught up with the use of guns and drugs, which got him caught up in a very big case in 2016. Mazza and one of his friends called Adam Mercer were on the police radar when they were linked to a few different violent incidents around the city. Somehow during an arrest on Mazza, the police managed to gain access.
Bap, you just said Manchester is London's sidekick. Nah, brother. I don't think the Manchester people will appreciate that. But we got to get on this Red Dead Redemption shotgun that they got, bro. You is bogus, gang. And then you want to make letters out of the shotgun shells. This is one of the most UK things I've seen in a long time. I ain't gonna bap to you.
To his phone, which had some pretty crazy stuff on the camera. Multiple pictures and videos of different firearms were all recovered on the phone. Videos like Mazza allegedly firing a Russian-made automatic pistol.
Oh, okay, so he got the Red Dead shotgun and the Russian automatic. Okay, I see how he coming. We don't condone nothing in this documentary.
And another video of Mazza's friend Adam Mercer snorting drugs off a shotgun was enough evidence to arrest Mazza and his friend Adam on some serious firearm charges. And what?
Brother, you see, y'all doing too much with these shotguns now, bro. Y'all want the whole world to know you got a shotgun. And that's why you in jail right now.
What made this all look 100 times worse was one of the guns that was firing on one of the videos was used to shoot and kill a 17-year-old called Kevin Wilson a few months before. This was when Mazza and Adam's relationship turned sour. Mazza believed Adam was informing on the case. So while on bail, Mazza pulled up to Adam's house and confronted him about it, which resulted in Mazza attacking Adam, adding to his charges. In 2016, Mazza was sentenced to a total of 11 years for possession of firearms. It was found out that Mazza had no link to the murder of Kevin in 2015, despite him possessing the same gun that was used, which is probably a result of the weapon being sold on to Mazza after being used for that specific murder. So Mazza had now been sentenced to 11 years at 19 years of age, and now he had a lot of time on his hands. He started to build an online presence.
I mean, I ain't gonna bap to you. 11 years at 19, that's pretty bad, but that's not that bad. I ain't gonna bap to you. And if he don't gotta serve all that time, bro, it's really not that bad, bro. Like, it's bad, bro, but it's like, oh, you see, he free already. You see, that's why I'm saying that he got, I be like, he wasn't even gonna be 30 years old when he got out, bro. Or he probably would have been 30 if he would have got out the full 11 years, like exactly 30.
In 2020, during the COVID-19 lockdown, which was a time where prisoners were locked up 23 hours every day.
So how long was he locked up for then? How long was he locked up for? How many years?
To prevent the spread of COVID. This was when he started recording himself freestyling and uploading it onto his YouTube channel. Mazza had built quite a name up for himself in the north of England with these tracks, especially after jumping on tracks with notorious criminals like Wes Brown, who is very known in Liverpool. But it was in 2022 when he really started gaining some national attention to what he was doing, when he filmed a whole music video in jail, featuring on a track with a Manchester rapper called L1 Manny. They literally made a whole edited music video from shots they were recording with a phone. As expected, the media had a lot to say about this, which only really boosted his popularity altogether. A couple months later, Mazza would hit headlines again after he dropped a first of a new series he was creating on.
These edits are bogus, but if he did these edits himself while in prison, it's not that bad. I ain't gonna lie to you. But if you sent this to someone inside the free world and they did this, you're bogus.
On his channel called Daily Duppy Freestyles, which is obviously in reference to the popular Daily Duppy Freestyle series on GRM Daily. But without a lot of people even knowing it, Mazza was literally creating a whole music platform like GRM Daily, but directly for inmates. After his first Daily Duppy was such a success, gaining over 1 million views, he started letting other inmates feature in the series, with it even being some inmates' first time releasing music to the public. A few different Daily Duppy copies that stood out was from a few artists coming from Birmingham, called Mons Malone, K Money and KB, who unlike some of the other inmates in the series, have actually built their names up on the music scene separately. Now if you've been listening to UK rap for some time now, chances you've probably heard of KB already. He was one of the biggest rappers coming out of Birmingham in the early 2010s, but in 2013, a home invasion gone wrong cut his music.
It's crazy. Chat, y'all know about this guy? Like, people that's not from the UK. Because I ain't gonna lie to you. I know y'all UK people know about it, but this is my first time ever hearing about Birdie. I didn't even know he existed until now.
Career short. In April 2013, KB and his friend Blake smashed their way into a 62-year-old's house, who they believed to be high up in the drug world. When they entered the property, they tied up the 62-year-old to the floor while they searched his house looking for money. They originally demanded £50,000 from the victim, but eventually lowered it to £10,000 when they realized they might have the wrong guy. The pair only ended up leaving with a fake Rolex and £150.
You see, I ain't gonna bap to you, bro. That's the problem right there. I feel like, bro, if you don't know for sure, bro, you should not be doing it, brother. Real deal. That's the problem right there why so many innocent people be involved, bro, because y'all just go off of assumption. And when you go off of assumption, lots of the times y'all be wrong. I ain't gonna bap to you. You need to know for sure. And then, why has he got a fake Rolex? Like, that will also cause a problem, too, because it's like, bro, if you live inside a certain type of area, bro, you walking around with a Rolex, people gonna assume you got that money on. So you better have that thing up on you, bro, if you having people think you got money.
But they continued to demand money off him through text messages and calls after they released him. It wouldn't take long to connect KB and Blake to the kidnap.
So y'all telling me that y'all held someone hostage and then y'all continue to text the man. Bro, you're going to jail. You already was going to jail, but now you going to jail for sure. I ain't gonna bap to you.
And they were both charged with the crime after text messages shows KB sending pictures of the fake Rolex to his contacts. KB was sentenced to 11 years and Blake was sentenced to 8, which was unfortunate due to him getting locked up when his career was just starting to go up. KB's release from jail was highly anticipated in the rap world, but around 4 years into his sentence, with only a couple years left, he was hit with another serious charge: conspiracy to supply firearms. Basically, KB was being accused of being involved in setting up a delivery of a firearm in the outside world while he was locked up. This resulted in KB getting...
Bro, if you in jail, bro, that means you already failed at being a criminal, bro. You need to cool out at being a criminal, and then once you become inside the free world again, maybe you could give it a second try, but while you locked up, bro, I think you just need to leave it alone and think about why you up in there right now.
And another 7 years added to his sentence. Now, with KB being a big name in music while being locked up, naturally he would get a lot of attention from other inmates in prison, whether that's good or bad. But a couple inmates that caught KB's attention were two other boys also from Birmingham, who went by the name Mons Malone and K Money. Both K Money and Mons had both been rapping from young. They both featured in their first rap song in 2013, when they were around 13-14. But they didn't really take it too serious back then. Mons Malone grew up in the area of Birmingham called Newtown, and from early, just like a lot of other kids in this area, he got involved with a local gang called GMG, who had serious feuds with a few nearby gangs like AR or Armed Response. Mons was starting to make a name for himself in the streets of music, especially after a few unreleased diss tracks directed to AR got leaked on YouTube, at a time when constant back and forth situations were happening between GMG and AR. In 2019, Mons released his first official drill track called No Hook, which received a good amount of attention, but soon the track would be taken down after Mons was involved in a situation that would change his life forever. Around 5 PM on May the 6th, 2019, armed with a shotgun, Mons Malone rode a bike to the area of Hockley, which is AR territory. He arrived at Whitemore Street where he found a group of AR members in a car. Mons attempted to fire into the car, but the shotgun actually ended up jamming, causing Mans to make a run for it after opposition members from the car started chasing him. Mans managed to make it to the closest subway station before he was eventually caught and stabbed a total of 20 times, leaving him in a critical condition fighting for his life at a local hospital. The response to Mans getting stabbed was quicker than anyone expected. Less than 24 hours after the stabbing, while Mans was still in intensive care, GMG members were out looking for revenge. 4 of Mans' friends started circling AR territory in a Volkswagen, loaded with a handgun, when they spotted a Vauxhall Corsa parked outside some shops in the
I ain't gonna back to you, bro. These streets so small, bro. It's like, bro, if 12 get on that with you, bro, you ain't gonna be able to do the dash just because it's gonna be so hard to get away.
Ladywood district. The group fired 8 shots into the Corsa, with 3 of the shots hitting a passenger in the car called Dante Mullins. Dante attempted to flee the scene after the
I ain't gonna bap to you, bro. You should have known how it was finna go, bro. If someone pulled up on the side of your car like that on that type of street where they not supposed to be stopping like that, yeah, bro, you should already know they gonna try to blick you down. Like, when I see that happen, I be thinking they finna blick me down, but it just be someone finna do a DoorDash or something.
the first round of bullets, but sadly, seconds after making his escape, he collapsed and unfortunately died due to his injuries. Mans remained in hospital for the next 9 days preceding his attack, and when he was determined to be in a stable enough condition to be released, he was shocked to find out he was being shipped straight to prison from his hospital bed. He was now charged with the possession of a firearm with intent to endanger life, which is a very serious crime that he got sentenced 11 years for. But despite his quite disturbing background, since Mans has been locked up, he's done something which I don't think anyone has actually done before. Mans, alongside his childhood friend K Money, who is currently locked up for weapon and drug charges.
Bro, that's a prison? Cause I ain't gonna back. I was kind of confused on what I was looking at. It looked like they inside an apartment or something, like project building.
Has rose to national stardom from prison. You can't scroll through social media at the moment and miss them. Just like Mazza L20, the pair started gaining attention after dropping a few different freestyles to Instagram and TikTok. And out of nowhere, a lot of big names in the industry started supporting them. But Mans and K Money really made a breakthrough when they released a cover track to Central C and Dave's hit single, Sprinter. Central C reposted the cover on his Instagram story, giving the two
the top savage gangster Central C. I'm surprised that they didn't talk about Central C being locked up, because all the bodies he got, I'm surprised Central C not in jail, but I guess he just smooth with it.
Probably the biggest cosign they could have in the UK. On the back of all of his freestyle successes, Mans released an 11-track album called Maktub, and critics are putting this down as one of the best albums to come out in 2023. With the help of some of his producers like Stars on the Beat and Stack Beats, the album actually feels and sounds like it was recorded in a proper studio, despite the audio just coming from voice notes on Mans' phone. The album caught a lot of attention from big figures in the music game, like Central C's manager YB's, who's proved to be one of the best marketers in the UK rap game. These connections he was making in the rap scene would soon prove to be vital when labels started showing interest in Mans to get him signed. After weighing his options out, Mans recently signed a 6-figure distribution deal where he still owns the right to all of his masters, which is kind of unheard of from somebody coming from jail, which definitely must be very inspiring to other inmates who probably now believe.
So they signing people in jail, bro? Hold up, bro. Hold up. Do I need to go to jail? Do I need to go to jail so I can give you a little regular deal real fast? I'm just playing.
Believe they could also achieve their goals. Mazza L20 has also been making big moves while still serving out his sentence, after releasing probably his biggest track yet, called Murderside, with the song being remixed by some of the biggest artists in the UK rap game currently. The song has been doing so well that it charted in the top 20 of the UK charts, which is actually insane when you really think that this song was recorded from a voice note in jail. The buzz these artists have created is definitely one we haven't seen in a long time. time, and the support they're getting is against the ordinary, considering the UK scene gets slated often due to a lack of support for new artists. Obviously, it's important not to glamorize the prison lifestyle, because at the end of the day, prison is one of the lowest and worst positions you can find yourself in life. But we can only hope through the artist storytelling that there could be some valuable lessons to the youth to prevent them from following the same route.
Yeah, I ain't gonna bap to you, bro. Like, when I see these videos, it don't make me be like, oh yeah, I want to be in jail. Look at what they doing. No, I ain't gonna bap to you. If you see this stuff, it'd be like, oh yeah, I want to go to jail, bro. You was a goofy. I ain't gonna bap to you. Jail is not it at all, bro. Even though they getting money and record deals, bro, no matter how cool they make it look, it would never be cool to not have freedom. I ain't gonna bap to you. And we don't condone nothing in this educational, informational documentary, but if you watch this all the way through, I know you messing with another educational, informational documentary. So don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you never miss out on any educational, informational documentaries like this. On gang. That's what I'm saying. That's wild, bro. That's wild, bro. Jail is like, man, being around a bunch of dudes all day, bro. That's crazy, bro. And then it's like you gotta shower around dudes. You gotta take a poop around dudes. You gotta do all that shit. Like photos, that shit just diabolical, gang. That's just real life diabolical, bro. I ain't go back to you. You could be sleeping, bro. A nigga just take a shit right inside the same room as you, bro. That's diabolical, bro. That's just diabolical right there, bro. You go up at that bitch, you see. I don't know what I'm saying. Lucky for me, I got locked up during COVID. And when you get locked up during COVID time, motherfucking, you get your own little cell. We was put aside our own little division for the first. You gotta go through quarantine before you get put into the general population with everyone else. So everybody that get locked up that weekend and shit with you that week gonna be inside that thing going through quarantine. And then we had our own little cells and shit because there wasn't that many people up inside the division because of COVID and shit. So I was just in that bitch. I had my own little, you dig, and shit. I ain't had no cellmate, no none of that shit. So I ain't never had to experience the real, like, you know, what the fuck going on with cellmates and all that shit. And I'm happy I didn't have to experience that shit. You feel me? Nah, I'm not sick. For real, my allergies. Yo, what's up, my brother? Can't people choose? Hell no, you can't choose your cell. Hell no, bro. They gonna make you go wherever the fuck they tell you to go, gang. They ain't gonna back to you. Like motherfuckers, we had empty cells, and motherfuckers was trying to ask to get a cell where we could see the motherfucking TV and shit. But they ass been like, hell no, bro. You going to wherever cell we assign you to. So niggas was mad about that they couldn't get a cell to be able to see the TV and shit. But yeah, you don't get to choose that shit, bro. On game. Also the age. I'm watching too much UK. Well, that's diabolical. That's diabolical. Imagine being on with shit and you imagine that. That's crazy, bro. Y'all diabolical with it. I rate get a single will you found cool. Whoa. That's wild. What happened? Man's muted me. I ain't mute you, bro. I didn't do nothing. I ain't gonna back to you. Sometimes YouTube just motherfucking like do that shit where messages just don't come through or they block the shit. But yeah, YouTube be tweaking sometimes and shit. I don't be doing none of that shit. Okay. Digga D, man. Yeah, we know Digga D was twerking, bro. We seen that. Gunna was in there twerking. I was like, dang, bro. Crazy, bro. I saw that on the Trappereezy video. Dude. Yeah, man. Yeah, General from Canada, gang. That question is prohibited. What question? What question is prohibited in 38, 50 fucking countries? Okay. You. Whoa. What is a yak, man? obsession. Ran from the plug twice. Good run off for 2K. That's diabolical. You must be G.Y. Agnesty. What is y'all talking about? But what is going on, chat? Y'all over here talking about ethnicities and all that shit, gang. General and zesty timing. That's what I quit. General asked also what you asked. Bro, what bro asked, bro? Shasha, you from Jamaica? On game. Jamaica. I know my flex. Bro, all jokes is keep coming to our house, man. General, you a meat muncher, bro? You a glizzy gobbler? Don't tell me my boy General a glizzy gobbler. That's diabolical, gang. That's some music shit. That's crazy, bro. How y'all and my boy General out here doing this, gang? Oh, Glasgow is Scotland. I should have asked, like, what the fuck is Glasgow? Okay. If your cellmate is a tranny with cake as Ice Spice and Ruby Rose, no. No, gang. No. Like, Why would you say that? It don't matter if it don't matter how they looking, gang. Do you know what's down there? Do you know what's down there, brother? It don't matter what they looking like and what they got in behind, bro. What do they got down there, brother? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But it don't matter. It don't matter, bro. What? Why? No. Like, bro, you gotta think about it, bro. I'm not even putting it in no female booty, gang. Let's start there, bro. I'm not even out here doing nothing with no female booty. Real deal, gang. It's only cat. Only cat. So now, since I'm not even messing with no female in that area, you feel me? Why would I mess with a dude booty? You just gotta think about it, gang. Like, come on, bro. You just gotta think about it, bro. Like, I'm not out here sticking my stuff in no female booty. So, like, I feel like that's just pretty just like wild to do just in general, whether it's a female or a dude. And you know, a dude only got that. So it's like you gotta do that, bro. And it's like I ain't with the doodle hole game. I'm not with the doodle hole. What's going on? I ain't gonna bap to you, bro, because Brody is talking about doing a man that wanna be a woman. Like that cake. Yeah, look cracker. I don't even know who you is. Yeah, bro. They be overwhooping in the chat. I ain't gonna bap to you. Shasha, are you a real girl? Because I ain't gonna bap to you. We got someone named Jacqueline up in here. Well, you're not up here today. But Jacqueline is actually Jack. Yeah. There's some crazy stuff inside the chat, man. Jacqueline, professional degooder. Lil Jack. Bro, what are you talking about, gang? No. A cracker, I ain't gonna never be around you, gang. Let's start there, bro. In what universe would I ever have to be around you, gang? Just think about that, gang. In what universe? It's just not adding up, gang. No, Jim had, well, this is wild, gang. He said Cracker Jacker and General Glizzy. That's wild. I had to make sure. I had to make sure because we had some people up in here. I had to ask the other lady, was she a real lady? She said yeah, but we gotta ask these questions now because you feel me? You never know now. In this chat, man, you never know. Jack is real life, bro. Bro, Jack is Jacqueline, which is wild, bro. And he got a whole female profile picture too, which is even more crazy. Bro, look, cracker gang. Are you from the UK? Are you from the UK or America? Like, what country are you from, bro? And if you from America, gang, I know you're not where I'm from, though, in America. I ain't gonna back to you. Oh, he from USA. Oh, you from like then you gotta be from Florida, gang, because why else your name is LaCracker? On gang, you gotta be from Florida. Oh, he from Dade County. Oh yeah. Folks is way away from me. Folks, you way away from me, gang. I ain't gonna back to you. You at the bottom of the map, brother. You at the very bottom, gang. So yeah, you is not by me, gang. If you inside, if you where they said you from. Ghost, Ghost. I ain't gonna back to you, bro. He said it, gang. I don't know. No, I ain't trying to fly you nowhere, gang. You gotta stay where you at, brother. You gotta stay where you at, brother. Real deal. Maybe you can have P. Diddy fly you out though. Never say never. But I never you can say never to me though. Never with me, but with P. Diddy, never say never, bro. You get flew out by Diddy on game. What in the Diddy is going on? Nah, bro. Track gonna leave. Lil Cracker got a song with K Shorty. Also trying to have some fun. I ain't gonna back to you, brother. Real deal. I already got some fun, bro. In game. I don't need no booty holes, gang. I ain't gonna back to you, bro. You think about it, bro, that's just pretty wild to do, bro. Just think about that game for a second, bro. Just think about it. That's why I just never understood the point. Because it's like, gang, why is you attracted to a booty hole? But some people they like that, gang. They like that, bro. So it's like if you like that, you like that. I don't like poop. I don't like poop. I don't like dookie. I don't like none of that, gang. So if that's associated with poop and dookie, I'm not, nah. You feel me? That's real deal. I don't know, but some people like poop. I don't like poop though. I be how y'all observe said Pice code in always. Always. But y'all got this in the UK. Y'all got this in the UK, yeah. Best shit ever. If you got this, I know you got a good life in the UK. If y'all don't got this in the UK, I feel sorry for y'all, gang. I ain't going back to you. Real deal, I'm finna use a cup. I'm finna use a motherfucking cup. I was gonna drink it out the bottle. But I'm like, nah, I'm not finna be on that type of time today. Hold on. What y'all talking about, gang? Do nothing scares me. Next shit. My bucket list just yeah. Yeah, nah. You feel me? We don't be with that, brother. We need to keep the chat what we call it? PG. Do you know what PG mean? That's what you need to keep it as, brother. You on that P. Diddy behavior, bro. We ain't with that Diddy behavior, gang. What we say, we don't got a problem with the LGBTQ community, but we will not have none of that nasty stuff being said inside this chat, bro. And we don't got no problem with no community. No, none of that, gang. It's 2025. It's 2025. Now, if it was in the early 2000s, what I would have said was totally different. But we now it's at the early 2000s, are we? We in 2025. So, we love everyone. Just don't do that around me. I mean, to be politically and socially correct, you gotta say we love everyone. On gang. You gotta say that. Because yeah, as like a content creator that don't want to get hit. You see, at one point I made a video speaking my mind on TikTok. They was adding, that stuff into school. And I said my opinion up on it. I will not repeat my opinion. But it got like a million, it got like 2 million views before I took it down. I took the video down at like 2 million views. I said I wasn't going to take the video down. But then I realized I can't say whatever I want. And after that moment, when that post got 2 million views, I realized I can't say everything. About certain communities, I can't say whatever I want. You can't speak your mind on certain things. You feel me? And if you do, it will have a very bad impact on your career. Sponsors, all types of stuff, bro. It's just, and it is like, bro, they just gonna keep on coming, gang. Like, real deal. If you make that community mad, bro, Otto would tell you, bro, they was getting on that with Otto. They was tweaking with Otto just because Otto was my homie, gang. They was tweaking with Otto. My other homie, his dad passed away. They said F his dad, all types of stuff, just because I said, you feel me, they should have forced that on nobody. All that stuff, bro, transpired, bro. I be like, oh yeah, you can't say nothing about the community, gang. Nah, they were just tweaking with him. They were just saying all types of stuff about Otto, saying F him, this, that. Just, you can't say nothing about that community, gang. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. You can't. You could say it, but you can't say it on the internet. Like, if you're not getting views, then of course you could say it. But for some reason, that video ended up getting views. And then I've been like, okay, I can't say. Well, doing TikTok actually kind of like media trained me to like know how to like maneuver and say certain things, because I learned a lot do a TikTok and shit on what you can and can't do, what you can and can't say. So you feel me? That's why I handle certain situations the way I do. You feel me? Because that's how you gotta be, brother, on game. And it's not like I got a problem with them. So it's like shit. I don't really have a problem with like speaking like stop speaking on it because it's like I don't got a problem with them, gang. It's just as long as I ain't doing that stuff around me, gang. As long as you ain't putting that on me, bro, you good, gang. Hasta luego. So there's no making. Yeah, girl. Legally such a C. And so you got qualified bodies. That's good. You see, bro, they scare away every woman that come into the chat. They get scared away. They ain't go back to you. They always get scared away, gang. Cause y'all always just don't know how to fucking act. Like what the fuck, bro? Y'all ass just be saying the most heinous things ever. Like, bro, why do y'all do this? That this a bad first impression, bro. Her first time commenting in the chat, and she see all this diddlish behavior, gang. This the first impression that we give it, gang. That we first this Diddy stuff don't be going on, gang. We actually mute LaCracker, but we don't ban him because we can't ban him because that's politically incorrect. We just mute him. Oh, gang. And then he ended up coming back. You feel me? But yeah, bro, bad first impression, gang. Bad first impression, y'all. I ain't gonna bap to you, bro. Bad impression, gang. Y'all over here talking about freak nasty Diddy behavior, bro. And in general, your behavior was just outrageous, bro. What you said. Talking about a thick, you know what? A man that want to be a woman. That's crazy, General. Just wow stuff being said. He should be banned. If the castle do it, bro, I ain't gonna back to you, brother. I feel like if he did get banned, that's moderator. That I feel the moderator, because politically and correct, I cannot do nothing to that community, gang. You now, what if it go out that people out here banning people in that community? It just don't look right, gang. But if General or Ghost do it, that's different. Y'all did it. I don't know what y'all doing, gang. I don't know. Y'all do it, y'all do it. But me, I don't know. Oh, my Toronto video on gang. You see, the cracker, he stopped commenting, bro. You see, he don't want to get that boot, bro. That's why I'm saying the cracker. I'm pretty sure folks know how to stop being weird. Folks just think it's okay. So we just gotta, you feel me? I gotta be involved. I mean, Ghost, bro, you gotta do it, gang. Someone gotta handle the situation, bro. Someone gotta handle the situation at hand, gang. And I can't do it being a politically correct person, bro. On gang. Auto Florida, man. Hey. How many mods do I got? General, Ghost, KB, KB, General, Ghost, and KB. I believe we got one more mod. I ain't gonna bash you. But I know it's general ghost. I mean, it can't be no game. Oh yeah, Adam. You from Region Park? Oh, gang, they be getting wild out there. From the videos, it be seeming like they be getting wild. Hey, you said Adam full name, my boy Adam. Oh, gay. What's the real question, gang? Oh, what's your question? Oh, so what's your thing about the Muslim about 7-year-old should what? Bro, what you talking about? A 7-year-old should marry what? Another 7-year-old? That's what you said? That's wild. I can see you. Why you tweaking? Goofy ass boy, you ain't get that shit. Oh, I can see you. Yellow eyes, boys. Goofy getty bowler. Do my eyes look yellow, you goofy? Come on, cornball. Let's be real now. I got another troll. I ain't gonna bap to you. Your troller would never be on level as Justin from O Block or NPC, bro. You gotta step up your game, brother. Real deal, you gotta step up your game. Because you can't be out here doing this. See, whoosh. You see, it's lots of people, gang. You think you coming up in here. You thought you was the only troll, boy. We got trolls up, boy. We love the trolls up in here, gang. We love everyone with the bullshit, boy. Fuck you. Oh, you thought you was saying something to make me bad, gang? Nah, we want you up in here, brother. Get to treating everybody up in here too while you at it, bro. You cause more engagement. And we love engagement, bro. Get to tweaking. Just don't be on that freaky stuff like LaCracker. On game. Let's start there. We love the trolls, gang. What you thought this was? Now he stopped trolling. Oh man, this cornball, bro. You was a cornball, gang. How you gonna be talking all that stuff? I'll tell you the troll, bro. You stop trolling. You goofy. On game. I can see you, bro. How you just disappeared? You fired. You not even a professional. You not even what trolls no more. You couldn't even do your job. You couldn't even do your job. You got scared off the back, bro. You can't handle the pressure. Oh, he was talking about ghosts. Oh, all right, all right, all right. He still can't be tweaking with my boy Ghost. But I thought he was tweaking with me. I'm like that Diddy Hayes. He said Florida Goofy. Damn. What? Hey, I mess with Florida gang. Real deal, bro. Florida be busting. I'll never go back to you. Like the only bad part about Florida though is the Zion legal. Like you can't flame up. And if you can't flame up out there, well, everybody flame up out there still because when I be in Florida gang, guess what? I be getting fried, bro. But you're not supposed to be getting fried out there, bro. And that's why I don't like. I like to be fried without worrying about getting in trouble. What video is next? I'm finna do this glass glow. Now, glass glow gang, I believe these motherfuckers in Scotland. I asked Phono, where Glasgow at? Folks didn't respond. Ain't no response, but I believe Glasgow is in Scotland. Yeah, Glasgow, Scotland. Okay. Oh, what? Merchant. What is y'all talking about, gang? Y'all thought I didn't have this, bro? Fuck is y'all. This step. What this mean? This step that I'm from the UK, gang. I ain't gonna back to you. Like this show right here. But anyone asks, oh yeah, bro, is you UK gang? What? I pull this out, bro. Real deal. I keep this like my UK ID in America. When motherfuckers think I'm lying, talk about, oh yeah, you ain't from the UK. What? Pull this out. And they, damn, what the fuck is this? That's how I know you're not from the UK, gang. If you asking what the fuck is this, gang, you is not from the UK, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. If you don't know what this is, you're not from the UK. I ain't gonna back to you. We don't want to hear none of that back. Oh yeah, I saw that Glasgow. The jokes. That's okay, man. Okay, drinking the Glasgow fine. It's okay. Damn, they bitch do say Glasgow. Man, that's why I'm saying, bro. Glasgow is UK though. Cause look, it say this. Glasgow G68 9HD UK on game. That's how you know I'm from the UK. Drake still full. Bro, it's because this is a souvenir gang. Like, y'all don't understand, bro. This is a souvenir gang. This shit might be normal to y'all, but this shit have a deeper meaning in America, bro. Like, bro, this shit is expensive as hell, first of all, bro. This shit like $7 a bottle, gang. Real deal. If you find this out here, bro, they tax it, bro. This shit that expensive shit. Glass go. Yeah, bro. Yeah, I keep this right here, like real deal, bro. I'm never getting rid of this shit, gang. Real deal. I'm never getting rid of this shit, bro. This shit still got acid up in this bitch at all. On game. Like, where you zombie? Oh, where the zombie looking homie? Motherfucker. Oh, you talking about auto ass? Shit. Folks ass motherfucking. Shit, I don't know what folks is doing. I ain't gonna bet to you. We gonna start a motherfucking music reaction page. Okay. We gonna start a motherfucking music reaction page, yo. Yeah, folks says he damn near just at the crib. Damn near cool. I ain't gonna bet to you folks down there at the crib. And bro, ain't terrible. You bugging. Who is H, bro? Is H Lil Cracker gang? Is H Lil Cracker? He look depressed, bro. Oh, Otto ass. Otto always look like that, man. I ain't gonna got you. His ass been looking like that ever since high school, bro. H. Yeah, H. What the fuck? What the fuck you mean H? Nigga, what the? Hold on, bro. My first time. It sounded like H. H. That's what I said. Yeah, H. You forgetting to play that R. Kelly. Boy, fuck is y'all talking about R. Kelly? Hell no, I never watched Top Boy. I never watched that shit. I ain't gonna bad to you. I real life. I really only watch YouTube videos, gang. Real deal, gang. Like my TV now is just fucking YouTube at this point, bro. I just watch YouTube videos all day. If I watch something, I feel like YouTube, then they be better than TV. I ain't go back to you watching YouTube and shit. Shit. I do fuck with anime though. I ain't gonna back to you. Yeah. What R. Kelly song, gang? What you really want to listen to R. Kelly? Dragon Ball Z? Everybody fuck with Dragon Ball Z, but it's not like my favorite anime though. Okay. Naruto my favorite anime, but I haven't watched Naruto in a long time. I ain't gonna back to you. Like my current favorite anime though, I really mess with My Hero heavy. I ain't gonna back to you. But it's a couple things I mess with, like Demon Slayer, Fire Force, Jujutsu Kaisen, all types of shit, gang. I ain't gonna back to you. Man, get your man fuck out of here, bro. Talking about My Hero is bogus, bro. And I ain't trying to, bro. Get the fuck, man. Stop it. Stop, bro. Gonna make me bug up, MK, bro. You gonna make me bug up, MK. I ain't gonna back to you, bro. Now you over whooping, bro. Fire first, that's why I said fire first, Goku. Fire first, Goku. Nah. I used to read manga in school just because I couldn't watch nothing. But now since I got like the opportunity to just like literally be around a device and watch shit all day, every day, I don't really read manga and shit. That was really more so in school because I wasn't able to like, watch it. And I didn't have cable all the time either. You feel me? Or internet. So that's what manga really came in clutch. This nigga. Sugar Rocky. Ha shit. Bro, My Hero been going cool, gang. Like, real deal, bro. My Hero, like, Sugar Rocky, motherfucker, she's scary, gang. I ain't gonna bat to you. Sugar Rocky is like the central C of My Hero on game. On game, Arcane. On game. But nothing better than Ben 10. Man, you know Ben 10, that's what I grew up. Like Ben 10, Eddie. What are you talking about? But Ben 10 was my favorite shit. I ain't gonna back to you. Like when I was younger, I wanted to be Ben 10. That's what I'm saying. When I was younger, bro, real deal, bro. I just used to wish I could be Ben 10, bro. I'm like, bro, that shit crazy, bro. One Piece. I ain't gonna back to you. OG Ben 10. Okay, I watch all Ben 10s, bro, except for, like, I mess with all the Ben 10s after Alien Force, after Ultimate Alien, I stopped fucking with that shit. But I mess with Ben 10 Alien Force, and Ultimate Alien on game. Both of them bitches went cool. All three of them bitches went cool. Yeah, Johnny Test went cool. SpongeBob. But you know, everybody fucks with SpongeBob, bro. Like, you got to motherfucking, like, you feel me? SpongeBob was that shit, gang. I feel like everybody loves SpongeBob at one point in their life. You feel me? If you didn't like SpongeBob, gang, you was born way before SpongeBob came out. You was a grown adult, 30 plus, gang, when SpongeBob came out. If you really hate SpongeBob, gang, because everybody loves SpongeBob at one point. Except for, like, I know, like, my grandparents and shit, they used to think that shit was annoying. Man, SpongeBob regular show. Man, what about that? Caillou. Fuck is you? I just play, bro. I just play. Or am I? Fuck is y'all talking about? See, y'all never know. Y'all used to fuck with the last backyardigans. Regular show. Man, you said I look like SpongeBob again, bro. You think this shit a game, huh? Oh, you take me as a joke, huh? All right, brother. I see how it's gonna be, Serge. All right, bro. I'm finna crash out since you want to do this, bro. Yes, bro. I know about Jake. Fuck is y'all talking about, bro? You thought I didn't know about Jake, bro? I used to watch that shit, brother. On game, bro. I used to watch Billy and Mandy, Generator Rex. Fuck is y'all talking about, bro? Motherfucker. Did y'all used to play computer games on that Cartoon Network website? I used to pay like Fusion for all the shit. I don't know if y'all played computer games. I used to play Fusion for all. That shit was busting. Thomas and Friends. I used to watch that shit, bro. They ass was ugly as hell. Pinky in the Brain. Gang, I don't know what Pinky in the Brain is. I ain't gonna bat to you. I never heard of that. I don't believe. Johnny Bravo on game. Fire Boy and Water Girl. Lobber Girl and Shark Boy? You talking about Lava Girl and Shark Boy? What the fuck? Fire Boy and Water Girl. What the fuck is that, gang? Oh, the game. Oh shit! I thought you was talking about a TV show, bro. I was like, bro, they made a TV show called Fireboy. Me, yeah. I was like, bro, what TV show was that? Oh yeah, I knew about that game, bro. That shit was busting. That shit was busting. Okay. Rugrats. Peaky and the Brain is old school. Damn, bro. Let me see. I mean, oh, this shit. Yeah, I seen that shit before. But it was like old episodes of shit that used to like come up and shit. It wasn't like playing new episodes when I watched it and shit though. But I seen it before. Boy, that shit didn't get no views at all on game. That shit did terribly bad. I'm like, damn. Ooh, we gotta flame up. We gonna start this glass glow shit on game. I'm just finna roll up this little thonky thonky. This little thonky thonky. You know, I forgot my mama want me to pull up to her house. Let me see what the fuck she's talking about. Hello? What you was cooking? I'm gonna go late after I get done with this stream. Oh, okay. What type of pizza? You sure it ain't gonna be gone by the time I get there? Okay. All right, love you. All right, bye. I got court in the morning for a little one. Then I got court. What's going on? I gotta pull up to my mama crib. Not right now. I don't pull up in it. And like, damn, I can't be too late. I said I was gonna see my motherfucking grandma today. And shit. My mama and my grandma live together. So I'm like, shit. I gotta pull up on them. Cause they be like, I just be Batman. But that mean is I just be gone. I be out the way, bro. I just be shit. Motherfucker. I'm gonna be back. Shit. My mama now at the crib. Her ass taking my little sister to, I guess my little sister got a late motherfucking practice or whatever. So she taking her, a late practice, or she picking her up or some shit. But I don't think she going to practice. She damn near getting picked up. Whatever the fuck. But shit. Yeah, that's why I gonna come today. But my mom ordering pizza and shit, and nah, man, it's gonna be there in a little bit. So I'm like, shit, I'm gonna go there in a little because I was supposed to go yesterday, but shit, you know how that shit be. Damn, what the fuck? What my life? All right, here we go. Okay. APC locked up for sliding. Okay. All right, let's do this. Y'all see this? Yeah, you already know what we talking about today. Everyone from Scotland, they know what this Drake was. And today we finna see what's going on in the streets of Scotland. I got this Drake specifically for this video, how special Scotland is. Like Scotland, bro, we is a big fan of y'all. We love everything about y'all, and that's why we got this Drake as a souvenir. So let's see what's going on out there and see if y'all really getting as diabolical as this video making it out to see. Yeah, we don't condone nothing in this educational documentary either.
Scotland's Most Wanted, the dark secrets of the Gillespie Empire. In the shadowy heart of 2002 Glasgow, where houses stand close like whispering secrets,
Take a sip of it.
Dangerous scuffle ignites in one of them, unnoticed by the unsuspecting neighborhood. A towering figure barges into the house and draws a gun, ready to shoot the man of the house point blank. However, the gun jams. Undeterred, the attacker pulls out a knife, determined to execute the task he's set on. But standing before him,
you see, the reason why the gun jam is because lots of people that be out here sliding on opposite all that don't really know how to, properly maintain a firearm. And that's why lots of their stuff be jamming, or they just be limp wristed. I ain't gonna bap to you.
Him is not just any man, but a master of combat. He swiftly disarms the intruder and stabs him in the neck, thwarting the second attempt on his life. Breathless from the clash, the man with the target on his head slips into the night, believing he's left Glasgow and danger behind. Little does he know that in the underworld, there's only so far you can run when your number's up. Especially when you've gotten on the wrong side of the notorious Gillespie Escobar Brothers of Scotland. Welcome to Narcotic Underworld.
I ain't gonna bap to you. They look like the Miz from WWE and Steve Will Do It.
Today, we delve deeper into the horrors of the Gillespie brothers that shook the Scottish streets and flooded the country with drugs and violence. The unfortunate man in the Glasgow home is Martin Toner, a drug dealer himself, and one of many victims of Gillespie brothers. The brothers finally got to him in 2004 with his decomposing dead body found in a farm field, stabbed 12 times, and his throat cut.
Nah, that's that serial unaliver type of stuff. I ain't gonna bap to you, but I got a question. So I'm hearing about lots of knives and stuff. Is Scotland got the same type of laws of the UK where y'all can't really have guns and stuff?
Brace yourselves as we unravel the sinister tapestry of this murder and plunge deeper into the abyss of the Gillespie brothers' empire. Gillespie, a name signifying strings of drugs and guns. The story of Gillespie brothers, that of cocaine flood, street shootings, and gruesome murders in Scotland, starts from a long fall. It was 1998 when the local drug lord Stephen Docherty plummeted to his death from the 21st floor of a tower block. That event proved to be striking gold for James and Barry Gillespie, who took over the reins of the drug trade of Rutherglen first, and then of the whole of Scotland. The sibling duo grew up.
Yeah, I said Scotland was the UK, but someone said, no, they said Scotland is not by England. Okay, I mixed up his words. I ain't gonna bap to you. I thought he said Scotland is not by the UK. But now that I'm thinking back, he said Scotland is not by England. He didn't say it wasn't the UK.
Up in the rough, poverty-stricken Glasgow suburban Rutherglen. Starting off as street dealers, they soon became Scotland's most notorious criminals. James Gillespie, 50 years of age, is the eldest and is 1.82 meters tall with medium build and dark hair.
Do we really need this information? I'm just asking, do we really need this type of information, bro? I ain't gonna bet to you. We just need his name and his age.
Barry Gillespie, 46, is 1.78 meters tall with stocky build and dark hair. While the details about their family life or upbringing are not widely known, they're known to have been grown up as tough street fighters, a phenomenon not uncommon in the poverty-riddled Glasgow suburbs. The brothers got fame soon for their short fuses. Keeping up with their notoriety, they garnered millions worth of drug business, distributed illegal guns, and even orchestrated international assassinations sometimes. They erected a robust drug-dealing empire with presence in Scotland, Portugal, and South America. In the initial years of their rampant crime career,
Birdie haircut is diabolical. I would not trust nobody with this type of haircut at all.
they posed as property developers and lived under aliases. James lived as Stephen Taylor or James Gardner, while Barry pretended to be Eamon Fitzpatrick. Staying under cover from the authorities, they kept coordinating international shipments of coke and illegal weapons. The brothers escaped to Portugal's Algarve in 2008 to avoid an exploding gang war while continuing their operations. While they carved a notorious reputation in Scotland, the Gillespie crime empire reached its zenith in Portugal. However, the drastic transition from a poverty-struck town to a luxury estate in Portugal gave birth to speculations regarding the brothers' activity.
I ain't gonna bab to you. I don't understand. They don't understand that if you live in a flashy lifestyle and you don't got no legal income coming in, the police is gonna investigate you, because I feel like the police don't like people seeing them do good in life. They don't want to see people doing good in life. So if you doing good in life, you got to make sure they can't take it away from you, because if they can't take it away from you, they most definitely will.
The climax? 2009, when a truck from a Scots haulage firm got intercepted in Montpellier, France. The French authorities caught 1,500 hidden boxes of 684 kilos of. The stash was hidden among a load of cash registers and coffee. The value of this was over a whopping 31 million pounds. It was the biggest ever drug seizure by the French authorities. However, the brothers blamed the bust on a person named John Jackson, a former associate of dead gangster Stuart Specky Boyd, who was tasked to ensure the truck's safe return to the UK.
Why? First of all, why did you trust someone named Specky? With the name Specky, I would not trust you, buddy. I ain't gonna bet to you. Like, that don't even sound like a trustworthy name.
Hey, in the narcotic underworld, it's an unwritten rule that if someone is in possession of a drug consignment and it gets lost, that person is still responsible for paying the bill. A lost shipment isn't written down or cut off as experience, and when the consignment is of this high value, losing it does become a nightmare. Many people thought the brothers would be done after this loss, but they bounced back with a crime empire. They rose to create Scotland's most dangerous and richest organized crime syndicate with international connections and reach across from the Netherlands to Spain. The Gillespie Empire was also a rising force in South America. The crime empire was thriving so much that
you see, Serge don't even believe in. He from the UK. He like, man, did that come on the news, brother? He can't even believe what you just said.
According to a source, it would be hard to find a gram of cocaine in Scotland that the Gillespies haven't made money from. The brothers made a multi-million-pound fortune from this large yet dark empire. They're known to have a stranglehold over Scotland's supply chain, similar to the infamous South American narcos networks. Slowly, but gradually, they came to the helm of the flood chain and started running Scotland while creating a multi-million-pound fortune. Their drug operation extended to cannabis and other substances. One of the
Okay, so they getting more money in Scotland, I see, because lots of the UK videos I be watching, well, all the stuff be UK. London and all that, bro, they just be doing crash out behavior. Like, this was the first UK videos where they actually getting like real El Chapo motion over there. I ain't gonna back to you. Like, we always hear about this type of stuff in like Ireland and Netherlands and stuff.
The reasons they superseded other gangs was the adoption of high-end counter-surveillance tech. They used customized cars with hidden hydraulic-powered compartments used to keep semi-automatic weapons. In case of a police chase, they would block phone signals via phone jamming equipment. They had their own tech specialists. Being cautious of their security, the Gillespie brothers were among the criminals who used encrypted phones.
What do you mean they about to see? Ain't all y'all about to see though?
Were clients of Netcom. However, they didn't want to rely on someone else for their security. Taking matters in their own hands, they created their own devices. Developers were hired to develop a custom operating system. They distributed the devices to the groups as well and started selling the phones for business under a venture called MPC. This venture later brought the fall of the criminal-turned-crime blogger Martin Koch. The Gillespie brothers were, according to the police, financiers of the encryption service MPC, which advertised on Vlinder's Crime by Martin Koch.
You see, once you get to trying to do all that extra stuff on the internet, phones and all that, you go to jail. I ain't go back to you.
We'll delve deeper into these details later in the video. Stay tuned to watch. MPC started its digital marketing campaigns in 2016. The company even used black and white images of whistleblower Edward Snowden to catch the attention of privacy-cautious clientele. MPC phones claim to have multiple levels of encryption over a closed, secure network. The company had overseas presence as well. One of
I ain't gonna back to you. That is like a good business venture to get a phone that's already encrypted, bro. But would they legally even want you to sell that type of stuff, bro? I ain't gonna back to you. I think you might have a hard time selling that legally.
Of MPC's employees' business cards included an address in a downtown Dubai office and phone numbers with the UAE country code. Moreover, the company created new companies regularly and then dismantled them. Several companies in the UK database company's house were linked to MPC. While their names were slightly different from the main company name, they had the same registration address. A few linked companies were registered in Amsterdam as well. With an encrypted phone company, a thriving multinational drug trade empire, and a reign of terror to perpetuate control, things were looking good for the brothers. But then 2018 came, bringing along bad tidings for the Scottish narcos duo. The police locked up 9 members of their gang for 87 years for drug and gun crimes. After which, a long police hunt began for the underworld sibling duo. They were named on the indictment as orchestrators of the offenses. However, they didn't face charges. The convicted men included cocaine baron Mark Richardson, who was the brothers' major source of drug distribution in Scotland. He was sentenced to 8 years for gun offenses, whereas Martin Fitzsimmons was jailed for possessing ammo, a Glock handgun, and £36,000 worth of dirty money. This was possible after a series of raids in Glasgow and Lanarkshire. The police seized 11 guns.
Dang. Oh, they got some different stuff, but it seemed like in Europe, y'all love y'all some shotguns. I ain't gonna back to you. We don't condone nothing in this documentary.
And £1.6 million during these raids. The gun included Glock pistols, a Heckler & Koch submachine gun, and an M75 hand grenade. The recovered money was believed to be a pending payment to the Gillespie network every week. However,
why do they got bombs in the U? Bro, why do they need bombs? But yeah, I'm gonna come after this video in like 30 minutes.
Dirty money, drugs, and guns were not the only offenses the brothers were involved in. They were implicated in some very gruesome acts of violence, including murders. The Gillespie Reign of Terror.
Okay.
One such harrowing act was the murder of Martin Toner in 2004. Pollokshields, Glasgow. Toner ran a bin cleaning company. He went missing in June. He was last sighted on June 29, 2004 in Langbank's Main Street. His body was found in a farm field in Langbank, Renfrewshire on July 13th with 12 stabbings and his throat cut. According to the police, he was killed somewhere else, after which his body was dumped into the field. Toner was scheduled to appear at the High Court in Edinburgh on cocaine smuggling charges. However, he went missing the day before his appearance. A former policeman named Douglas Fleming was charged with the murder in 2015, but released later after the charge couldn't be proved. Toner's wife speculated that Gillespie brothers' marriage couldn't be proved.
Bro, her hair is like a oval, real life oval. This crazy. Like she looked like she looked like he could be a part. She looked like he could be a man. How?
Toner's wife speculated that Gillespie brothers might have something to do with his death. It wasn't the first time Toner's life came under threat. In 2002, James Gillespie barged into his house and attempted to shoot him point blank, but couldn't because his gun jammed. He pulled out a knife, but Martin disarmed him. After this scary run-in, Martin left Scotland only to return in 2003. Moreover, Toner's wife told the court,
I ain't gonna bap to you. If you doing some diabolical stuff and you get the opportunity to leave, I feel you just shouldn't come back.
That when he heard the brothers had come back, he was fuming. He was sensing some trouble from the brothers, apparently. However, the tale of horrendous violence by the Gillespie brothers does not end here. In 2015, another drug dealer became the victim of Gillespie torture. Robert Allen was unable to pay the gang £30,000 in connection with shipment.
Why are you even doing business with them? That's your first problem right there. Me personally, I'm not doing no business with these type of people because if something go wrong with that buddy, guess what? They ain't trying to hear no excuses.
The wrath of the underlords, he fled Scotland and moved to Barnsley, South Yorkshire. However, he was traced, and the gang members broke into his house. His chest, arms, and ankle were bound together with a chain. Allen's ordeal didn't end here. He was bundled into a van and driven to a deserted industrial unit in Fauldhouse, Midlothian. He was kicked, punched, and whipped with a thick chain for 2 days. His captors smacked him with a metal bar and battered him with a 14-pound sledgehammer, breaking his leg. Then he was ordered to strip and had bleach sprayed on him. His pain was exponential as the liquid penetrated his wounds.
Bro, what type of evil, diabolical stuff do they got going on in Scotland? I was not expecting this type of stuff to be going on in Scotland. We don't condone nothing in this video at all, bro. Like, this is pure evil right here.
This still wasn't the end, as Allen was taken to a rural place near East Kilbride, South Lanarkshire. He was shot 3 times, 2 shots in one knee and 1 in the other. He was then dragged up to the hilltop and was ordered to roll down. The poor man was then rushed to the hospital.
Bro, this, like, I thought it couldn't get no worse than what they did, but they literally made it to be worse. You shot him inside his kneecaps and made him roll down a hill. Like, bro, who think of this type of stuff? Y'all need to be inside an evil villain movie.
Hospital by members of the public. Robert Allen miraculously survived this dreadful ordeal and agreed to testify against the attackers.
That's crazy.
He was placed on a witness protection program and
I mean, honestly, bro, that's their fault, bro. Because let's be real now. You shot him inside his kneecaps. It's just because y'all was trying to be overly diabolical and stuff instead of trying to get the job done. And now y'all finna be in jail for it. We don't condone none of this.
And given a new identity, the perpetrators of the abduction and attempted murder stood trial.
Bro, I forget, bro. Scotland is literally the UK, so y'all got them goofy looking judges, bro. Like, how could y'all take them serious with these George Washington wigs?
The Gillespies were connected with this case when a fresh appeal by the police was announced, citing the brothers' involvement in it. Another notable incident of violence tied to the Gillespie brothers is the murder of Dutch convict turned crime blogger Martin Koch in 2016. The Gillespies served Martin Koch a platter.
Bro, you was a crime boss that became a vlogger? I feel like, bro, certain levels of the street life, you can't get into like the industry field and all that, because I feel like lots of people might still want to get you, especially if you was a crime boss, you feel me? And if you're talking about certain things, they really gonna want to get you.
To Macro Mafia, specifically its leader, Ridwan Taghi. This time, their company MPC was directly involved in the murder. The encrypted phone company reached out to him for marketing. It was a lucrative offer, as the company had already paid Martin 13,000 euros. Koch did a few posts and videos with MPC's hats and shirts for promotion. However, it turned out later that this was a trap. Martin was shot several times outside an Amsterdam sex club on December 8th, 2016.
Ooh, you was trying to get freaky. They caught you trying to get freaky at a club. You see, I ain't gonna bap to you, bro. Lots of bad things go over at clubs. That's why I be trying to stay away. Even though that situation didn't have nothing to do with the club, but you get my point. All types of bad stuff happen.
Christopher Hughes, a Gillespie henchman, was with him that day, as well as several months leading up to the tragedy. Hughes later admitted before an informant that Koch's murder was planned and executed at the behest of the brothers as a gift for Taghi. The crime blog.
Bro, why is Tahim in every video, bro? This dog got, bro. Literally, the last video that we watched, bro, wasn't supposed to have nothing to do with Tahim. He up in it. This video not supposed to have nothing to do with Tahim. He up in it, bro. I think, bro, bro, this is why he in jail, bro. We can't stop hearing about, bro. He everywhere.
Blogger had gotten on the wrong side of the Macro Mafia when he published the names of Taghi and his two partners, Richard Rico R. and Naofal Nawfal, a practice uncommon in crime reporting. His life came under threat before as well. In 2015, a shooting attempt rendered his car riddled with bullet holes, but he maintained that he had faced tougher challenges and wasn't scared.
I would have left. I would have left, bro. Especially if you left the street life behind. Oh yeah, if you leave the street life behind, you got to leave that area as well, because it's going to be a matter of time before someone might end up, you know, claiming past due debts. You feel me?
Van Willem Holleder naar filmpje in Oceanië in de Scheldestraat had ik een filmpje
uitgezonden. I don't know what he's saying.
Vooral de namen van iedereen aan de tafeltje aanwezig waren. En er waren sommigen niet blij mee, waaronder het aanblik.
Brother, you couldn't put the subtitles for us? Like, real deal, bro. Like, I'm confused now, gang. How you gonna make this video speaking English and then you post a clip of him speaking, what, is this Scottish? Without no subtitles, bro? Like, that's pretty crazy.
Ik ben wel gewend. Ik heb vroeger een escabeau gehad. Ik heb vroeger al Icasso's. Ik heb ook eens Egyptenaren meegemaakt in Maasmerk.
That's what I'm hearing right now. I ain't gonna bap to you. That's how the Russian people be talking.
Ja, ik ben ook niet van overstraffen zo, hoor. Ik ben lang blij als ze mijn dingen vergoeden, mijn schade vergoeden. En de rest, dat is aan mijn dingen hoesten, aan mijn reet hoesten, hoe lang ze krijgen.
Maar er is wel op je huis geschoten.
Jawel, maar ik heb zelf ook vroeger vastgezeten. Dus, en daar word je ook niet echt beter van. Dus als ze betalen, goed. We zijn wel iets meer gewend, toch?
Bro, it's crazy how people got their whole like language, bro, and then the other people it just sound like complete gibberish. Like, real deal, that's crazy.
Van vriendenscrime, toch? Nou, het heet
Yo,
vriendenscrime. Als je
yo.
pak kool gaat, dan maak je mij niet bang mee, toch?
Niks
gehoord? Niks gehoord.
Recognizing their imminent capture, the brothers vanished from Portugal. After months of this hunt, the police obtained European arrest warrants for the Gillespie brothers and 3 of their henchmen in 2019. They were accused of ordering shootings, stabbings, and slashing. The 3 henchmen included Jordan Owen, who was involved in the fatal.
Wouldn't stabbings be the same thing as slashing? I mean, I guess it's different because stabbing is you doing this and slashing. Bro, you could just consider that the same thing. It's like stabbing, bro.
Shooting of Jamie Lee in 2018 and ex-Columbus Lang Rangers manager Paul McCall
No, it's not
in
sped up.
February 2018.
This just how bro
He was
video
also
is.
a suspect in the slashing of Joe Shields, a criminal lawyer, in July 2018. Owen was detained in Portuguese capital Lisbon in December 2019 and was extradited to the UK in 2020.
Bro looked like he could be on Drake and Josh. I ain't gonna bap to you.
He was jailed for life in 2022 with at least 23 years of jail term. The other wanted henchman was James White, who reportedly arranged meetings between the Gillespies and their associate. He had links to Benidorm in Spain. White was extradited in Brazil in 2022 and sentenced to 9 years and 10 months for serious organized crime and firearm offenses.
Bro, for organized crime, 9 years, bro, that ain't nothing for real. I ain't gonna bap to you. They really giving out those light sentences for real. You know, certain countries like Canada, bro, they be diabolical with the sentences. Like, someone will catch a body, they'll be like, all right, Birdie, you could get 8 years. I was like, bro, what?
The third henchman was Christopher Hughes, who was wanted as a suspect for the murder of Dutch crime blogger Martin Koch in 2016. Hughes was convicted and jailed for life in 2022. However, the police weren't this lucky when it came to the duo. They continued to try locate them, but they couldn't lay their hands on them, even when 200 specialist cops were set to chase the Kingpin brothers. The Crime Stoppers announced the reward of £5,000.
Y'all got Crime Stoppers in the UK too? That's crazy, bro. Crime Stoppers everywhere. I thought that was just an American thing.
Against each brother for anyone who shared information useful to their arrest. Their last whereabouts was a Brazilian bolt hole. They were hiding in Fortaleza, the capital of Ceará state in the northeast of Brazil. However, their hideout was quite a lavish one, especially when they had 200 cops sniffing after them, and the European authorities keeping their eyes peeled to find them. Posing as wealthy tourists, the duo was...
I thought that was Scottish. I thought that, you see, the only someone that know Dutch would know that they were speaking Dutch if they was speaking Dutch. I ain't gonna bap to you because I didn't know what he was saying.
Was living in a plush apartment worth £320,000 overlooking sublime Praia do Morelis Beach. A 4-bedroom waterfront air-conditioned apartment, 5 bedrooms,
nice.
A barbecue, a balcony, and a private swimming pool. Not bad for a bolt hole, right? The fact that they were able to afford it while apparently the world was closing in on them shows how higher they were in the upper echelon of the drug world. However, they suddenly went off the radar and didn't even contact their close friends and family. The authorities were...
That's how you not get caught. Real deal, bro. If you go out and get to telling people like, yeah, this is where I'm going to be at. I'm going on a run. The police going to contact them and be like, yeah, if you don't tell us, you go to jail too. And then they going to end up telling.
Were forced to believe that they met their demise in their presumably safe haven. It was corroborated by their associate, James the Don White. Having been extradited from Fortaleza, he pled guilty to a series of organized crimes. He also revealed before the informants that he hadn't heard from his bosses for a long time. He also told that he had taken over Scotland's biggest cocaine, dirty cash, and weapons gangs. But what happened to the duo? Actual demise or just a facade?
Allegedly.
Imagine two guys on the run, but passing their days quite comfortably while their associates are being caught left and right. All the luxury and staying ahead of the police points towards one sign. They're being protected. And that too by someone big in Brazil. Authorities believe that the Gillespie brothers have protection from a Brazilian gang, but this protection is at a price, as nothing comes for free in the underworld.
I ain't gonna bap to you. You see me, I'm not trying to have no protection from those type of people, because your protection could easily turn on you. You're gonna need protection from them. You feel me? But if you on the run, I guess you don't really got no other options. It's either be in jail or hang with them.
That's one transactional rule applicable in the real world.
4 to 5 years.
Nevertheless, the Gillespie brothers are ostensibly paying local gangsters protection money. Reportedly, the Kingpin siblings were paying through their noses. It still wasn't enough for the local thugs.
You see, anyone with a whole bunch of tattoos like this, I would never do business with them. I ain't gonna bap to you. I feel like they would unalive me, and they'd unalive me inside a diabolical way as well.
Eventually, the brothers were maxed out, leading to a fallout with the locals. One brother was held hostage by the thugs, while the other was sent off to fill up a case with cash. Things had come full circle for the Gillespies, or some would call it poetic justice. Nevertheless, the authorities told the fugitive duo's relatives that they might have come to harm while on the run. As of August 2023, they're believed to be executed by the gang. Nobody has heard from them for a while now, which is unusual because they remained in touch with some of their trusted friends and family. They've been removed from the National Crime Agency's Most Wanted gallery. The Crime Stoppers has also withdrawn its £10,000 reward for information leading to the duo's arrest. While their execution is widely believed to have occurred, some people don't agree. Many believe them to be alive, and the rumors of their death as a ruse to get the cops off their case. Chris Pickard, an author who wrote the autobiography of iconic robber Ronnie Biggs, is one of them. The author of Great Train Robber, which covers Britain's most notorious heist, maintains that the Gillespie brothers could still be alive and well in the South American bolt hole. He insists that Brazil is a massive country. Given the size of the country, you could disappear anywhere over there. The brothers could so easily by now have had someone fix them up with papers that make it look like they have the right to work and live in Brazil. Given how well supplied with funds and well connected they were, this seems to be a possibility. Besides, what else can be a smart way to get the authorities off your back than to spread rumors of your death? However, Chris believes that the guys wouldn't be living in Fortaleza anymore. They might have moved down south to Salvador or Recife posing as tourists. He insists that if the pair were to move further south in Sao Paulo, they would get by easily. There have been a lot of major crimes who have been found after living for many years in Brazil, he says. Have their actions finally caught up with the...
I ain't gonna bap to you. I mean, if they is still alive, that mean they won. They got took off the crime watcher list. The bounty got took away. So basically, they free men. They ain't looking for them no more. You feel me? But sometimes that's kind of wild. They took them off so soon because, you know, in America, it's people that's still up on that list, and it did a good bit. So I'm surprised they took them off so soon. But who knows, man? Maybe they passed away. Maybe they didn't. Honestly, I still think they alive. I ain't gonna back to you. Me personally, I don't think they just got unalive out in Brazil, bro. I feel like they just living a nice little life out there, you feel me? Just cooling down all that street stuff, but you never know what y'all think. Comment down below. And don't forget, if you watch this educational, informational documentary all the way through, I know you messing with another educational, informational documentary that we do not condone at all. But don't forget, if you watched it all the way through, like, comment, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you never miss out on any educational, informational documentaries like this. On gang. Looking probably. Yeah, man, man, it's crazy. But chat, I gotta slide over to my mama crib, man. She keep calling me and stuff, so I'm finna pull up on her real fast, cause they be going to sleep early and shit. So I'll be up late, but you know they ass going to sleep and shit early. So I'm finna slide over to my mama crib and shit real fast. It's already finna be 10. And then I'm gonna be back and shit. I'm then gonna hop back on live depending on what happened and shit, man. Appreciate everyone that tuned in to the live stream, man. Y'all the real goats, man. Y'all be smooth, stay safe, and enjoy the rest of y'all night or morning, depending on where you at, man. All right, my brethren and sisters on gang.